I like this. Ladies and gentlemen,
Shit.
welcome back. Abandoned game is crazy. Oh, that was crazy.
Abandoned game. All right now.
Abandoned game is crazy. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It Buck podcast, the only podcast in which we do things differently every single stream. Yes, I got a new cut. Yes, Bezos is about to lose $2,000 to me in Black History Month. Yeah. Anyway, I got my guys here with me. Damo, how you doing today?
Doing cool, man. Been a cool little day. Light little day. Ready for Black History Month.
Whose echo is this? Is this Bezos?
Oh, it ain't mine.
Bro, sort of good. Okay.
There you go, echoing again. Just cut it off. What is that? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's my headphones.
But
Like
why
my
you-
headphones going through here.
But why you always got it on?
You know, guy. I need to hear y'all.
Cut that shit off.
The headphones?
Yo, why y'all beefing so much today?
I don't know.
Y'all got beef today.
Sage, how you doing today?
I'm feeling like a champion in my side of the country right now. I don't know. I feel like somebody who knew what was going to happen may have got killed about something, knowing what was going to happen, and then now I'm just like, just happy, just enlightened. But I'm not even going to dive too deep into this, man. It's because what we got to talk about basketball, Nicki or some shit. I'm gonna just chill for a little bit, man. I just feel, I don't know. I just feel smart right now, more than anything. And I rarely get that feeling. I think I'm a dumb guy, but I don't know. I just feel smart right now, bro. I don't know.
Okay. Bezos, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Would be better if my Ravens won this weekend, but
Well,
I'm pulled
fuck.
off.
Patriots fan.
That's unfortunate.
Now my Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Yes, sir.
Womp womp.
This is disgusting work.
Some niggas in chat said yapping. Womp womp.
Listen,
Oh man.
if you're new to this, you want to be true to this, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Share. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikToks and all other social medias out there. But without further ado, let's keep it going. First things first. Is this guy invited to the cookout?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey. Bow. Down.
No.
Okay.
Once he hit the Goomba stomp, that's all I needed to see. No. He's on fire. No.
That title was crazy. I've seen it.
All right. So that's a no from Sage. But let's go to our cookout expert, our chef, our grill master.
Well, I'm neither Caribbean nor African, so that dancing did nothing for me. So I'm saying no. That gets a no. I don't.
Okay, you're right.
You can't jungle dance into my cookout, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. Bezos, I mean,
It ain't my cookout. I'm chilling.
okay. What about you are absolutely right. And Damo was right. That was a trick question. What about yeah?
Yo, you're a sick man.
Is this Jersey Joe? Who the fuck is this?
Fuck, they pledging?
I'm gonna say now, Kyle. Now, Kyle, you seen the shimmy?
Pledge,
You
bro.
seen the shimmy on Kyle? You seen the shoulders? Now,
Yeah.
Kyle can get a plate. Kyle can come get a plate.
SamWhiteout.com.
Who did they pledge to, bro?
Kyle can come get a plate, man.
Nah,
Why
I'm
can't Kyle get a
good.
plate?
Tell Buddy just get back in the circle. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Nah.
That did
Tell
look like
Buddy
Joe
just
Burrow.
hop back in the crowd, man.
He could get
He said
a
Joe Burrow.
He said Joe Burrow is crazy.
he can get a plate, right?
Kyle can get a plate, man. Kyle, cool.
Okay, I like that, man. I didn't know. What about this? Is another guy. It's another guy. I want to see if our grill master will allow him to. Music is gonna be a theme in this pod. But,
Romance.
let's get into it, man.
Omar has been on me all weekend about this.
冬には旬の寒ぶり丸太のような寒ぶり
We
I gotta
talk about
hear
this
it
on
in
Twitter.
dub right now.
Absolutely, buddy. Just talking about he loves sushi. Why can't he not come to the cookout? Bring the sushi type shit.
It's not in dub. I'm good. Pass.
I don't know what kind of cookout you think this is. This is obviously a cookout happening in one of the Dakotas in Wyoming or Idaho or something. This is not the typical Atlanta cookout you're used to, Omar. So there's going to be a diverse crowd here at this cookout. This is the same cookout. This is the same cookout that Dirt Nowitzki is going to be at. This is not your regular homegrown grandma's cookout, but
what space or what happened? Why is this?
No, this literally stemmed from Sage. Look, isn't Dirk invited to the cookout conversation? Ever since then, anytime a person that's not black is doing some black activity that can get dubbed, invite them. This nigga Omar's quick to at Dumbo, him too, right? him too, right? And every time on business, yep, it sure is. Invite them, come through, bring the aluminum foil, bring the to-go plates. Sure.
I didn't think the sushi song was black activity. I just wanted to know.
It was black. It was black influence, and he was using the influence the right way to express his lifestyle and what he does. And it's not negative shit. He not out there ganging like I heard K-trap rappers do. Buddy out there talking about he loves sushi. What's the problem?
So is the K-trap rappers? They can't.
I don't. I'm not getting in all that. But
you don't want them at the cookout, the barbecue.
No.
So now you gatekeeping the barbecue, huh?
I mean, again, this is my barbecue, so I think I can gatekeep who come to my barbecue, buddy. Just like I'm pretty sure you gonna gatekeep who come to your barbecue.
I go from a barbecue to a cookout.
What are we eating at the cookout? Who don't eat barbecue at their cookout?
I don't know what K-trap is, so I typed in K-trap and this is what came up.
Wait, are you? This is K-trap.
What?
What is this?
What the hell?
Now listen to it. Now hear him out. Hear him out now. Hear him out.
I don't want to. I do not want to.
Now Omar. Now that compared to the sushi nigga. Come on, gang. It's a way worse evil out there.
That shit look like Shot of Flow 9, bro. That was crazy.
Whoever you want to barbecue and cookout, I don't know.
Those aren't my cousins. Chill.
They were Chinese. That's crazy.
I know.
No, I'm telling Linnell. All right, let's start with some football. Conference championships this weekend. The script is in. It worked to perfection.
Extendo bands with the 5 gifted.
Appreciate the cannon, my boy. Appreciate the 5 gifted.
It ended exactly the way that we thought it would end, with the Chiefs moving on and with the 49ers moving on. Chiefs won 17-10 off the back of Patty, and the Detroit Lions take an L to the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody watched these games, supposedly, besides me. I was in bed heavily medicated this whole weekend. Jesus Christ. But so tell me what y'all's takeaways were and all that stuff like that, because I didn't watch none of that shit, to be honest with you.
Shit, you want me to start?
Yeah. Actually, yes. You have the best football takes on this podcast. So
yeah, man. Watch both games this weekend, chat, from start to finish. Try to pay attention as much as I can. I told y'all, man. I casually just listen to the NFL, but the AFC and NFC championship games is when I start paying attention. What I saw in this Ravens unit was a Ravens unit that got a little too ahead of itself, man. I'm not going to lie. A lot of careless plays. A lot of penalties that shouldn't have, need to happen. Flowers, Butterfingers. God, this is insane, man. Lamar.
That's great.
Should have ran the ball a little bit more, man. Just a little bit more, man. Could have got you 8 more yards. Yeah. Anything that must go wrong will go wrong. And it did go wrong, man. That was tough, bro. That was tough.
Okay.
8 yards away. All right.
Okay. I mean, be souls. Great analysis. Sage Damo, please take it away.
Namo, if you ready, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm
Otherwise,
gonna let you go last, gang. I
yeah,
know
I'm about to
you
say I got a
it's your
lot.
expertise. Yeah, I'm gonna make mine quick. On one side, I mean, how do you go against the GOAT? You know, at this point, he's got out of both conversations in the GOAT conversations. When you look at what Pat Mahomes has done in just this short amount of time and actually stack their resumes to other quarterbacks, all-time great quarterbacks, there's he's in the conversation in this short amount of time, which is crazy. In my lifetime, thinking about quarterbacks, I've never seen a quarterback get into the NFL and immediately get into GOAT conversations that fast, especially a guy that didn't have that level of expectations. There's been quarterbacks who came in with crazy high expectations and were still great, but to be this level of great immediately, unfucking seen, unheard of. The first Chiefs teams is actually being led by his defense that I can remember that Pat's been on. Most of Pat's team has been high power offense, beat you motherfuckers to 50. Let's see who wins. This team actually defensive unit, an actual team where it's like, all right, Pat Mahomes, by the grace of God, somehow these balls are being caught now instead of being dropped like all regular season. And his defense is showing up and shut people down. On the other hand of that, you I mean, when the greatest running back of all time has to, you know, be great. You know, there's one thing he definitely does do. That is come up short in the playoffs. All the hate that I get when I talk about the truth when it comes to Lamar Jackson, the best running back I've ever seen in my life, the greatest running back I've ever seen in my life. I have to say that every time, precursor, because people think I'm trolling or I'm disrespecting. I need to speak nicely about this man, so I'm gonna give him all praise high to the highest for real, to that man Lamar Jackson, the greatest running back ever. Didn't know that he had the same level of playoff success as Baker Mayfield, another guy that I get slandered for praising so high and talking nicely of. You would have thought that a guy like Lamar really had a resume that spoke and sounded like. Buddy came on the pod last time. Yo, what's gonna happen when Lamar got two MVPs and a ring? He's in that convo, right? I'm sorry. No. You want to know why? Because you're talking about a guy who is this MVP in the regular season and turns into the equivalent of Baker Mayfield in the playoffs. And you take that comment how you will. However you feel about Baker, that's indicative to you, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you the facts. I got two quarterbacks with two playoff wins. One's Baker Mayfield. The other's Lamar Jackson. Don't know what to tell you. On the other hand, shout out Detroit. Great season. Wanted y'all to go. Fuck the 49ers. Can't stand them niggas. Don't see how they fucking did it. Can't see how they fucking did it. Shit's disgusting. I'm starting to feel like it's some shit, just a fucking foul joke I'm not in on. Can't stand them niggas. And only thing that's worse, honestly, the only thing worse than the Cowboys fan is a goddamn Niner fan now. It's insane. I don't know how you niggas became worse than these niggas. It's crazy to me. Detroit, I wish you would have won. Everyone is saying y'all sacrificed y'all football season so the Pistons can get another win. Hilarious. That's a funny thing to think. And yeah, that's it. Can't wait to see Pat Mahomes get another fucking ring because I'll be damned if Dwayne don't have to pay D Taylor $250. I don't want to be in that world.
He got
They
paid.
didn't run cover 3 enough, man.
He a game away from having to. He a game away from having to pay that nigga, man.
Let me say this before Sage goes. The only thing that I will say is shouts out to Detroit. And I said this on Twitter. I know it definitely didn't end the way that y'all wanted, especially because y'all were up. I did see that they were up at a certain point in time. But that playoff drought, how long has that playoff drought been? That playoff drought is
forever.
40 years?
Not 40, not like 40 in terms of making it, but like in terms of a win, I know it was something ridiculous.
Niggas never been. I'm gonna say they've never been to the Super Bowl, right?
The longest postseason drought in NFL
32. Ooh.
92 to 2000 or to 2022 was most consecutive playoff losses of all time. It's long. It is. I think it's 92 to 2022.
I'm pretty sure it's 92.
That's 30. That's 30, right?
Damn.
Yeah, sound like it.
It's a lot of losing.
My math ain't mathing.
31 seasons. 31 seasons. So shouts out to Detroit. You know, the echo is crazy. No, I'm playing. Shouts out to Detroit for making it to the playoffs, snapping that that long streak. Like I know that's not how you wanted it to end. It is what it is, but this is something that you can hang your hat on. Hopefully you can build off of this. It's not like y'all's division is like coming up in the next couple of years. But, hang your hat on that, Detroit. You got you one. You got you one. All my Detroit TL was hype. All of them. Everybody that I knew from Detroit. But take off, Sage. Go ahead. Get your get back. Get your get back.
Yeah, we gonna let this slow burn, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm waffling, womp womp, nigga. Wallahi, go oh, oops. But go fuck yourself. I ain't gonna lie. First things first, Detroit. Hey, keep your head up high, as my dog Omar was talking about. It kind of like with the CJ Stroud, Jordan Love thing. Dog, y'all weren't even supposed to be that good. Everyone had the Lions getting better, especially if you've been paying attention over the last couple of years. It was to the point where it was a little like, all right, are they going to actually get better? And this was the year where they finally did, and then they supremely overachieved. Lions fans, no way, shape, or form are you guys upset. I haven't seen a lot of upset Lions fans, and rightfully so. Only thing you can say is they actually did blow a 17-point lead. Disappointing, but again, the Niners were supposed to smack the hell out of you. So I'm not surprised by it. The 49ers, that scared me that you didn't smack the hell out of them. But it is what it is. This was a very expected matchup unless you believe TikTok and the logo thing, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought that shit would cook up. And that brings me to the two teams in Baltimore. Before we get to Baltimore itself, talking about Kansas City, I'm not gonna lie, I was a person that watched this entire game on stream, and I said this live, and I'll say it again. Mahomes, hey, you lucky he's a quarterback that steps up when it really, really, really matters most. Because majority of that game, Mahomes was cool. For his standards, he was pretty cool. And like the whole time, and I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Eventually, I'm sitting here thinking, yo, your defense is holding the Baltimore Ravens to 7 points since the first quarter, damn near first possession. I don't want to just lie on camera. It was either first or second possession. And that motherfucker only put up 17. I remember in the first half of, I think it was in the 2-minute warning, I was like, oh yeah, they go up 21-7. This is gonna be a game changer. And then they just sold the fucking play. I think it was like a sack, and then they got close, and then they fucking sold it. It's fucking ridiculous. So I'm sitting here like, yo, Mahomes, I ain't gonna lie, he needs to step up. And then sure enough, when it matters most, Andy Reid, Mahomes made the play. He needs to play better moving forth in the Super Bowl, but it's the Chiefs. Shocker, right? Now let's get to what you guys are definitely excited for. The Baltimore Ravens. Look, man, we could either be nice or we could be extremely toxic. See, the nice thing to do, the proper thing to do, and in my actual genuine feelings on the game is that this isn't just on Lamar Jackson. It was the Baltimore Ravens, the entire team, honestly lost the game more than the Chiefs won it. I know a lot of people are going to bitch about Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers was the only reason y'all even got the ball in the red zone the entire game. I think that's literally a fact that you didn't reach the red zone if Zay Flowers didn't catch 2 fucking bombs. And then even not on the fumble possession, obviously you lost possession, but then he had that wild ass taunting call, and we'll talk about the flags in a minute. And then he made up for the shit right back. That motherfucker was the sole reason that y'all even got down the field. So I'm not going to go on this Zay Flowers agenda. However, the taunt was crazy. The fumble was crazy, or he did have 2, not even rookie mistakes, just 2 what the fuck dog mistakes that Twitter is definitely going to run away with. The defense was fantastic, but as I mentioned with Zay, the flags were ridiculous. I said fouls. I said, I'm an NBA nigga, right? The flags were ridiculous. There was like a couple of plays. They're just smacking Mahomes in his helmet. Literally, one dude led with the crown, the other dude uppercut the motherfucker. It was one play. I know they tried to like do it for strategic advantage, but it was one play where they just literally ran over the old lineman. The Ravens lost the fuck out of this game. And I say the Ravens because that does include Lamar Jackson. I don't know how a lot of this chat specifically can't do it. Funny enough, Twitter actually is holding him accountable here. But for some reason, and maybe this is the basketball fandom majority here, this chat just can't fucking do it. I don't know why. I can't wait for the Q&A. The Buddy needs to play way better. This is another season, the same way you guys will harp on 2019, the same way you guys will harp on even debatably 2020, where, yes, he's hooping the entirety of the regular season. All I'm asking for is, hey, go ahead and show me this in the postseason. All I'm doing is asking for him to play well, and if he plays well and loses, it's fine. I know some people try to, oh, well, you're saying it's a win stat. No, I'm asking for the motherfucker to play well. He didn't play that good, bro. He just did not. He made bad choices. He threw some deep passes down the field, and I'm gonna be honest, them shits was not accurate. I don't know what else to say. A lot of people that are gonna try to say that he's a dink and dunker when they're hating on him, or when Damo calls him a running back, that he's not throwing the ball down the field. Oh, no. He was overthrowing the ball crazy. He should have had 3 or 2 interceptions. If you think 3 is crazy, definitely the one with Nick Bolton. It just hit him right in his hands and then his helmet, and then it went down. He definitely should have thrown that one right there. And let alone the pick that he threw. That was fucking awful. Oh, my God. The triple coverage one, it was not even necessary. I think he threw that on 2nd and 8. At like the 22-yard line. Shit was ridiculous. But then you go ask this motherfucking chat, and by all means, not only does he clear this guy in terms of accuracy, but he is so fucking good. How dare I even ask, even though he hasn't accomplished that much outside of winning MVPs and shit. So then we have the chat, this same chat that's going to pull up and is going to talk about,
So if Lamar Jackson was one ring and 2 MVPs, what the fuck is he top 10 all time?
No, and I'm like, literally, no. I'm not gonna lie, because that's just a whole different fucking player. You just made a Make-A-Wish QB. I ain't seen that motherfucker before. I'm just asking, before we rush to our TikTok edits, before we try to anoint a best player in the world or second best player in the world, can we at least make sure shit is actually changed? Because Lamar Jackson definitely has improved, but not to this level that you guys were trying to anoint him on that fucking fast, that fucking drastically. It felt like you guys didn't even watch him his entire fucking career. And just out of nowhere, Googled that he has 2 MVPs and seen what he was doing. And we're like, oh, yeah, this guy just instantly is better than fucking 90% of football history. It just wasn't
it's
true.
especially nasty because the actual greatest of all time is currently playing in the NFL.
Hey, man, people were the Lamar over Mahomes thing. I just didn't even know I don't even know what to say about them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Like, let's say Lamar won the game.
Right for your guy, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how people got there. I don't know. I think literally nothing but jukes that he does better than fucking Patrick. And that's not even joning. That's just, I don't know. I don't want to yap it off. I've obviously talked a while, but granted, all 3 of us really had lengthy points here. But I'm just saying, man, y'all just got to chill out. Because I could just sit here. You know, I got the drink right here. I could just sit here and be toxic, call him a running back, call him a fraud, all that extra shit. I don't even need to do that. It's not necessary. It's just, y'all just got to stop being stupid. I don't know what to tell you.
What's the NBA comparison for Lamar, man? Like, I've heard you all Embiid a lot.
Literally, like for your sake, Bezos, literally like James Harden, literally, because he's a guy that hoops
Steve
the
Nash.
fuck out, wins fucking MVPs, has stats that you're like, damn, yeah, ain't nobody doing that. And then he goes to the postseason and like the three's gone. He goes to the postseason and the step backs to travel now. He can't draw the fouls anymore. Shit's fucking nah.
Is there something about like
that.
playoff football that is affecting his game? Like, is
Definitely.
playoff football different than regular season football?
Playoff football, one, especially in a championship. I mean, same thing goes for the NBA here. Competition is way better, like way better. But 2, in football, if they have more time to plan for your shit, you're fucked. like when they were blitzing that motherfucker with 3, 4, 5, and then back to 3, I was like, oh yeah, they throwing any motherfucking look at this dude, and he cannot He cannot get with it. These are two teams, especially even to give Lamar some leeway here, funny enough. These are two teams where their receiving cores aren't the best outside of tight end. So both defenses could get away with a lot of coverages, whether it's zone blitz, man blitz. Chiefs sent 7 at them a couple of times. So they literally could get away with stuff like that. By the way, in terms of your comparison, if you wanted to be a very high person on them, I saw the name. You could go like pre-ring Giannis, but yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one, but I see why, because they're basically saying when he gets one, then now he's gonna be, So.
No, and to all those people, I would say you're idiots. I don't think this one is gonna absolve him from all the criticisms. I feel like those criticisms. I mean, maybe they will. I can't speak for a narrative push, post, something like that. That's a bunch of hypotheticals. Maybe he is not. Maybe he is pre-ring Giannis. All I do know is when I was talking about the greatest running back of all time, I was talking about him without the context of knowing he has the playoff success rate and impact rate of Baker Mayfield. And now that I know the greatest running back of all time also has the playoff impact and success rate of Baker Mayfield, Baltimore is going to be a long summer. It's going to be a long summer. And the only thing that can stop me from talking shit about y'all, gotta be this in the regular season again. So until then, or y'all got to do something in the playoffs.
Zay Flowers' car is going to be on cinder blocks, windows smashed out, steering wheel stolen, driver's seat specifically pilfered, and catalytic converter snatched for his tomfoolery in that game. He will show his face in Baltimore for the foreseeable future.
Damn.
Zay not even the top 2 reason. Zay not even the top 2 reason. As great as the defense was, man, y'all don't want to hear it because y'all just gonna look at the scoreboard. The defensive penalties were crazy. The defensive penalties were just crazy. Like, you had these teams punting the ball at the 20. Now they're punting at the 40. Now they're literally in field goal range. All that extra shit. I ain't gonna lie. They had like 95 yards in penalties, dog. Now Zay did have one of them, one of the most boneheaded fucking penalties. Man, when I tell you, Bezos, he catches the ball, he then pushes Buddy. So Buddy's like laying down because he missed the tackle or whatever, right? He pushes his shoulder pad down, then spikes the ball next to him, and then stands over like that.
That was the taunting one, right?
That was the taunting. I'm like, what? I don't know why the fuck he did that. I have no qualms excuse. That's definitely why he's in my 3. But yeah, Zay just had a couple of boneheaded plays. I'm not mad at the fumble. That was a dive attempt. If he literally fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. So you're telling me he's 1 yard off from making an amazing touchdown play. People are speaking on hindsight on that. But
really is a game of inches, huh?
Honestly, it is. Yeah, so
yes.
Lamar isn't too young. I mean, too old though. So y'all just.
Yeah, I'm doing my non-hate thing. I could put on a Steelers jersey and call him R.O. Jackson and do all that extra shit, but I really don't need to. Now, especially I don't need to because the way the Discord is set up, the way the Q&A may be set up, people are going to come up here gawking and I'm going to have to just respond right then and there. But I don't really need to. It's nothing I haven't seen before. It's truly nothing I haven't seen before. I'm just asking people to stop acting like shit's always different, because essentially we're going to be in a position where every year someone's going to say Lamar's the best quarterback in the league and he's going to win a chip, and we're just going to wait until he eventually gets one. Now, he's a great enough player to where he can probably get one, but I don't know, like I don't like the idea of just every single year, oh, who's the best quarterback in football? I think it's Lamar Jackson. And then he goes to the postseason, has another very bad game, and it's just just tell
what's his name to man up. Just tell Josh Allen to man up and take out
Josh Allen is either the second best quarterback or the worst quarterback any given Sunday.
Tell him to man up and take out Patrick Mahomes for you, and then you'll be able to take out.
Listen, there's only one quarterback. The fucking Bills is nasty. There's only one quarterback who's capable of doing this, and had his team been fully healthy this year, you would have seen it. But I get to go into the summer with Tua Tungo to Areola. Had Tua had a fully healthy unit, like some of these teams are gracious enough to have, or even a 90% healthy unit, like a lot of these units have, we would be having a whole different conversation right now because it would have been the Dolphins putting that running back who should have came here to shame. But I digress. Hey man, it's football. Shit happens. I've learned to hold my L and take my L on the chin. All you Jacksonites, y'all should learn to do the same. I get it. Y'all love the man. He reminds
The
you
edits, Damo.
he reminds you of yourself. You see him with that cardiac haircut, and you think, oh man, all of us video game playing niggas can be a good quarterback in the league. Wrong. He's a fucking running back. Remember that. All you niggas, especially this nigga right here, remember that your man's is a fucking running back, buddy. All right. And I'm so like it's so crazy.
Nah.
More jackass fans. Y'all kill me. Y'all really kill me. Y'all praise this nigga. This is what y'all praise. This is the problem with you young niggas supporting these players. Y'all support bullshit. I wish Patrick Mahomes had the allegiancy and the goddamn and the fandom that y'all niggas give up here. What happened?
Y'all just got 11 wins this year.
Is that the Falcons fan talking to me right now about my team?
Oh my God.
I support.
This is a successful team this year conversation.
I support
nobody
in the NFL. I support nobody in the NFL besides my GOAT and CJ Stroud. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I am talking. Yeah, and Bezos the people's champ is CJ Stroud now. I'm sorry, we got
that is true, Bezos. If you're gonna bandwagon, be a Texas fan.
It's CJ
Stroud. Okay. All right, say less. CJ Stroud next season.
Before we move on from football, definitely gotta keep this football. I wanted to know, is he invited to the cookout?
Now, Max Crosby is a W. Max Crosby is a W. I say that. I said Max Crosby low key. Like me in Discord, we'll have a lot of TJ Watt versus Myles Garrett debates. But hey, that one motherfucker that brings up Max Crosby, it's usually like a head ass, not in the conversation thing. Nah, Max Crosby low key, he a bucket. Shout out, Max.
You know what's crazy? More about this cookout conversation? A lot of people that are on the oh man. Why are we inviting all these niggas to the cookout? Ooga booga booga ooh. Like something I realized. I get it now. Why people, and I'm not even gonna say you necessarily, but you do fit into this crowd. Maybe you do. I don't know, but I do understand because I've seen the conversation, the question: do these white people be inviting y'all to the country clubs when they see you can read? Do these white people invite you to the potluck when they see you can do whatever they think white people do? And to answer that, yeah. I was invited to the potluck and the country club when I did some white activities. Yes,
they did that on you, my brother. I don't know what to tell you.
It doesn't work when you don't surround yourself by different people. When you stay in a closed mindset and in an area filled with niggas that look like you, of course, no one's going to invite you to places outside of your domain. Broaden your minds, expand your horizons. Go actually outside the bounds of your comfort zone and meet new people. Then you might have new experiences, buddy. Hey, as long as they cooking me in my cookout.
Oh my!
I'm all good.
That's a layup line. I don't know if you know it. That is a layup line, man.
I'm not necessarily gonna respond because it's not applicable to me, specifically where I grew up. But if anything, that's even more reason as to why I feel like you should have and maintain black spaces. Is because of how I grew up and how diverse my background was.
Here we go.
Because that fact for me, the black thing wasn't necessarily the cookout.
What the fuck?
The thing to hold on to for me isn't seen. I don't see it as the cookout. I see it as a different. My fault. Black event.
The blunt session.
Whole time. Let me stop now.
Okay.
You're sick.
To continue on.
Wait. Before we move on, Jay Clark wants. He's been begging to get up, so I'll bring him up real quick.
Yeah, we got a whole ass brewlog going on now. I don't know how many of you coming up here though. But damn.
Contrary.
Oh shit! Oh lord.
Look. Contrary to Sage's belief, I can hold accountability.
Okay.
It wasn't his best day. He didn't play his best game.
Oh, really? Hey, look, I can just call it 7 points. I can just keep it casual if you need to, man.
Nah, look. He shrunk in the moment. He shrunk in the moment. It is what it is. It happens. He's young.
Again.
Pause.
I say it again.
I mean, my quarterback on his worst day still played better than Tua did on his worst day, but whatever. But look,
that was his worst day.
We're not gonna address. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, you mean in the playoffs? His worst day in the playoffs, huh?
Yesterday was his worst. Yeah. In my opinion.
I can find worse games, but go ahead, finish your point. Go ahead.
Talk about the regular season, nigga. Come on now.
You can find worse games, and then you find Tua, and then you just want
to. That nigga barely do anything in the playoffs. He always has his worst day. Every season, damn near, he has his worst day, and then follows it up by his worst day his next season.
Bro, you have 11 wins one time, and you don't. Whatever. I'm gonna just adjust it. All right. So, my quarterback, right, didn't play great. He's young. He's in this Peyton Manning era right now. Peyton, if you remember, Peyton Manning. But remember, let me cut. Peyton Manning, before he won his first Super Bowl, what was the narrative around Peyton Manning in the playoffs?
He's a running back?
No. He was a playoff choker.
No, bro. Because then they're gonna say that I'm the hater.
No, I'm not gawking Lamar. I just said Lamar played bad. I'm not up here defending Lamar. Lamar played terrible. That one hurts. It's a rough one. Chiefs didn't even play that good, so we probably should have won. It's a rough one. But at the end of the day, Sage, don't get too ahead of yourself because you still got to go back to watching Mason Rudolph. So don't get too ahead of yourself. And Damo, you're a Dolphins fan. I don't even know why you're talking.
That don't work. I feel like considering we beat. Hold on, that don't work on me considering one, y'all can't beat us. I don't know if you've put that together, but y'all just low-key can't beat us. And then two, even if that is, hey, I've dealt with that pain, partner. What you have to deal with is this delusion that you have a quarterback in his, and I quote, Peyton Manning era. This is my problem with y'all, bro.
You act like I said the good Peyton Manning. I said bad.
I'm not asking y'all to come up here and say Lamar isn't even top 20 in the league, that he's a running back or none of that shit. I'm not asking for that. Mind you, I have all rights to do that. I am a diehard Steelers fan. I like the Steelers fan. Fun fact for a lot of you niggas, I like the Steelers just as much, if not potentially more, depending on the season, than the Lakers right now. Mind you, we suck. So that's how much I really like this team. I have every right to just sit here and dog Lamar, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just sitting here like, y'all somehow still go too far. Y'all somehow still find a way. Dog, Peyton Manning, I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're trying to do, but at the same time, you know what you're trying to do when you talk about a Peyton Manning era after having a conversation of him being top 15 all time potentially. And then going on to, and I'm not going to harp on the take, I thought it was common knowledge, but apparently many of you guys disagree. But then when you go on to say he has a better arm than Russell Wilson while still in this Peyton Manning era, this is who you view him as. At that point, you've built a crazy fucking quarterback for him to play like this in the postseason, bro. You got to stop, bro.
I don't disagree.
Jay. I don't care no more, dog. I don't want to go that.
I'm tripping. This is insane. The nigga said he got a quarterback that moved better than Vic, throw better than Russell Wilson, just had a bad day, but he's in his Peyton Manning era. Wallahi, bro. But then I'm the hater? Are we serious? Oh, man.
I want to get to the rap girly so bad. I don't care about that bullshit no more.
Oh, man.
All right. Moving along. So,
words in his mouth. Everything he said was in Combine This and Last Pod. There's a direct quote, actually, dummy.
Let's
like direct quotes.
Mark, get ready to clip all this out. I ain't gonna lie. So the rap girlies were beefing, and really, we don't necessarily talk about them beefing on this pod that often. But because of how bad the music was, that's why we got to talk about it. I think it's important to listen to Meg's verse first. This is Meg the Stallion versus Nicki Minaj. I don't think anybody up here knows why they started beefing.
I don't. I just know they were.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, well, I can't ask Omar. He's a renounced Nicki hater. He's a Barb's hater. But Nicki fans, Barb's, I don't want smoke. I've seen what the Swifties did. I don't want smoke, but I just want to know what be happening. Cause why does everyone got beef with Nicki? What be happening, bro? Cause she be seeming cool with everybody. Was she just on Instagram with
No,
Shorty?
she's not. Well, no. She was. I mean, I don't want to say just on. I think it was some time ago. The issue is Nicki is cool with you until you're cool with somebody that she's not cool with.
Cardi B.
And I'm not.
Cardi B.
It's not just Cardi B though. It's not just Cardi B.
Damn.
It's not just Cardi B. In terms of female, if you're talking about female rappers, yeah, Cardi B. I was just saying Nicki in general. In general, she doesn't fuck with you if you start fucking with somebody she doesn't fuck with. And that happens to go for niggas, and that goes for niggas or people or entities she don't fuck with. She has the same reaction, same type of demeanor. But yes, in terms of female rappers, Cardi B is a trigger. I don't know what Meg Thee Stallion did with Cardi B, which is why I didn't bring that up. I don't know what she did.
Yeah.
She did do WAP.
But that was years ago, though. That's what.
But she did. Didn't she do the Instagram shit with her after WAP?
I thought it was before WAP, if I'm not mistaken.
But wasn't she on her side? Well, WAP was after the foot, right? After the shooting.
That all that happened like legitimately the week after each other. WAP came out August 7th of 2020. The shooting incident happened like in the same month, but later on.
But Nicki was on her side of defending her with the whole shooting thing, right?
I don't think so.
Really? Oh, what? You know what? Hey, enlighten me, because I guess I don't know ball. I don't know. I thought they were.
We need a Barb up here, man. We need a Barb correspondent.
No, we don't. We need an unbiased party up here, because you get a Barb up here, they're going to be leaning one way to what happened. You get a Stallionaire up here. They're going to be on the other side. Stallionette. There you go.
Horsey.
I like it.
And say,
Oh,
don't say that I'm a Nicki hater, because I don't necessarily have sides in this. I listened to, especially in the past when she was dropping good music, like was that my stream or was that in here, Damo? I can quote the Nicki now. I'll recite.
Yeah, there was one stream where you were just playing straight Nicki.
Yeah, that was here.
Yeah, I'll recite that motherfucker. Now don't trust me, but at the same time, I can be objective about what's going on.
You said she's old and she fell off every chance you get, man.
That's objectively true about her music. One, Nicki Minaj is 42 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
I think she's older than 42 now.
41. She's 41.
Oh, wow.
It's 41 now?
Younger than you thought.
If it is old, Sage, what is 41?
I'm not doing it. Man, I am pussy. Y'all want return of the I'm afraid to get canceled?
That's what it is.
Here you go. The Barb got it.
Damn, she like Duke Dennis. That's
But if you cut on the music, going word for word, I'll take my chances going word for word with any Nicki song versus anybody up here. That don't mean she's not old and hasn't fallen off. All right.
I suck at lyrics. So
I suck at lyrics too. I ain't gonna lie, but I know them bitches. This is Meg Thee Stallion. We're only gonna listen to the first verse of Meg Thee Stallion's hit song. Hit song is crazy. His
song.
Yeah.
Damn. She's goofy.
Didn't Party cheat on? You know what? Let me not.
What does that have to do with? And he didn't cheat on her.
I thought he cheated on her with the Jada bitch. Ain't that?
They broke up.
Or he just got with her after they broke up?
Yeah.
That's not what the headline said in my
They're already chatting.
Okay. All right. Tabloids being tabloids. I feel it.
Okay.
Wait, what about what Party said though?
I forgot Party released something.
No, he lied.
No, that nigga's no. That nigga's a known liar. So I don't care what he said. Honestly,
damn,
that nigga lies. I've had this sentiment since they him and Meg started dating way back when. I said then I'm not believing the shit this nigga says because he's a liar. So I'm sorry. I'm sticking to my theory. I'm being consistent. I don't care what that nigga. That nigga come out and say the sky blue. I don't believe him. That nigga's a liar.
Someone got 170K reacting to it. Damn.
So you think that the tabloids not in the relationship are more knowledgeable about the situation than?
Yes, I do think the tabloids told the truth that this nigga, because of the image of the girl he's dealing with, the semantics of the situation, the publicity, he's like, nah, let's not make it look that bad. Let's just, we ended things and then moved on. I think that's what happened.
All right.
W analysis. Let's go.
Who else we known as the chick that Party cheated on Meg Thee Stallion with? Like you're the other girl. Like, no woman wants that, especially a woman that's trying to make it in the social media game. Not with Meg Thee Stallion right now. No, that's a volatile name to be attached to. You want to be on the good side of that name.
She would still be seen as the other woman because that's what Meg put it out there as, and it doesn't necessarily matter because she doesn't care. She already said she doesn't care. She's been, you don't know nothing about Jada Kingdom. She on the internet admitting to selling pussy like last week.
Yeah, her and Asian Doll going at it, right? I think those two are ones going at it, talking about doing coke in the bathroom and you got drunk by that nigga and let him have his way with you, didn't you?
Fucking on the floor in the crack house with her brother. Yeah. She don't care about.
I already know. She's not a upstanding woman. You know, I get it. She a real bitch. Hey, she a real bitch in the goodest sense of the word. What?
That's real.
To a lot of these females, that's a real bitch. I don't know. I don't know about you. I was looking at the comments.
No, you bitch.
I was looking at the comments and the replies under her and Asian Doll going back and forth. Asian Doll was on the wrong side of that engagement. At least from what I was seeing in the replies, everybody was on the side of Tater. I don't like
Asian Doll either, though, Dabo.
And like I said, to them bitches, that's real bitch activity. You gonna say they lying? They lying about what they saying, Omar?
Yeah, because they have biases.
So does Party.
What's his bias?
His image.
His image is his bias?
Yes, him. He's his bias.
Everyone's bias, Omar.
What makes him look less worse?
No, I identifying the bias is what's important right here. What makes him look less worse?
In his mind, what will make him look less worse? Cheating on Meg or not cheating on Meg?
Telling the truth would make him look less worse. And that's what he said he did. That's why he did it.
And he lied about telling the truth, Omar. So what does it say about him?
Okay. Let's get into
shut the fuck up.
Nicki Minaj. This is the real story.
Waffling, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He is bobbing and weaving. I'm impressed, man. Every press you gotta counter.
And then when they say I step on his comment, they're gonna be mad, right?
You gotta get out the comment section, Omar. Oh my god, bro! Literally, because I'm in the comment section too. Every comment that has the word Omar in it, he has a reply, bro. With the quickness too. He be like from 4 hours ago. I'm checking. I'm sorry you feel that way. From Omeezy 2 minutes ago. Damn, bro.
You know what type of 95 is? We can sit down all day. All right, so Nicki Minaj dropped her response though, and that's the more interesting take. Because this is the GOAT queen rapper, woman rapper of all time. She can rap as well as the men.
Bigfoot. Oh my. Close game. I'm gonna give that to the Horsies in 6. I think.
Call them horses.
I don't know what else to call them. All right, I got the Horsies. I think that Barb's. Look, man. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. I'm not enough of a Barb. I don't know the lore. I'm sorry that I don't appreciate your glorious queen enough. I'm going to do my best so that I can. But at this moment, I'm sorry. My God unworthy ears just unfortunately do not sympathize with the lyrics that the Nicki Minaj was speaking. And I'm going to have to say that, yeah, the Horsies got this in 6.
I think Meg Thee Stallion made the better track. I think the rebuttal from Nicki Minaj would have been better if she quite literally just went on IG Live and spoke her piece. I'm not gonna lie, if she just went on IG Live and spoke her piece like a regular person, she might be up this round. But because of that song, nah, can't do it.
I was ready to hate on Meg, but not even I in my hater arc could defend that atrocity I just heard in my goddamn ears. That was awful. That was beyond awful. I already have the bar set very low when it comes to Nicki Minaj. How you go under that bar is insane. Yeah, no. It's a no for me, dog. Wise words of a great man. That's a no for me, dog. Sorry.
I want to get this quote. Go ahead, Omar.
That shit was bad. I don't have too much crazy to say. Nicki, you're cooked. I've been saying that. Y'all don't. I just. That was so bad. The conversation on my timeline has become, well, one about drugs, one about her mental state, one about if this was a troll or not, but really like a conversation that we could bring to basketball and we kind of tie it in. Do you need to wait until everybody retires in order to really make that GOAT status claim? Because I ain't gonna
GOAT
lie.
status?
Yeah, if she was the GOAT of women's rap, Nicki Minaj has a lot of stuff that she's put out since she got that title. That's like bringing her down because this is
crazy.
Yeah, Another question would be like,
I see what you're saying.
Could you move down? Like, if at some point you were at 3 and you had like 5 stinker ass years, bro. You might be
like if Curry literally was just 2017 on. It was just ass.
If Mahomes wins this year, and then
never wins again,
but not even just never wins,
like chokes.
Yeah. Loses his starting.
Forgets how to play football. Yeah.
Loses his starting abilities in like the next 3 years. Like he becomes fucking Jamarcus Russell.
Never forget COVID Mahomes. I'm gonna literally say never forget COVID Mahomes, man. Yeah, dude. Mahomes from 2019, 2022. Shit. It's gonna be me.
But what was your because I really want to know, like, if you can. And the album wasn't I like
Carson wins.
I really
That's actually good.
I do want to know if that's possible. Remember when it was supposed to be Winston Goff's league?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. Carson Wentz was supposed to be him right now.
When was that? Because I'm not gonna lie, again, I casually keep up with the NFL. That seemed recent.
Like 2017. That's not far. That's not long ago.
I ain't gonna lie. That still don't sit right with me. Buddy was having a great year. Leg got destroyed. Lost it all.
Then Eagle fans, hell, they like Big Dick Nick. Whoa, and it was over with. It was over with.
Carson Wentz out of Nebraska State Tech. But yeah, no, for real. Serious question. Do we need to start waiting for these people to retire? Because come on now, this is crazy. That was
like when it comes to music, that's hard because niggas don't ever truly retire from music. It seems like a lot of these people, when they say they retire, they're done making music. They'll pop up every once in a while and still like drop something. So I mean, it's kind of a hard conversation to have for music. But in general, yeah, I do think we need to start waiting to crown people. I just think when it comes to music, it's you great until you not. Honestly, I think it'll be fair, and maybe women's rap, especially for the time that Nicki came in and when she dominated and did her thing. Maybe it's a little different for her when she got her title. But in terms of giving people the greatest rapper of all time talks, you might want to wait until they're a solid 10, 15 years in if they can make it that long. See how long they make it and what their discography looks like before you double that.
I think for a majority of these conversations, people really only care, like majority of the time, they're really focused on peaks anyways. So like even when we're talking about LeBron versus MJ or whatever, like we're not thinking about rookie MJ versus LeBron in 2009. Like most of the time we're thinking about like 93 Jordan versus 2013 LeBron. So, and I think it's the same thing with music. Like, yes, you can do some damage to your legacy depending on like how ass you are at the end of your career, and even in basketball as well. But I think when push comes to shove, like people will just remember you for what your prime was.
The only thing I'll say is when we get to the meat and potatoes, though, because I agree with you. Just in general, if I said which one is better, MJ or LeBron, your mind might not. It doesn't automatically go to rookie LeBron. It does not automatically go to rookie MJ. But when we get into the meat and potatoes, and we really start to gotta like distinguish between the players, we need to look back at that rookie year. We need to look at year 20 because, people are doing it now. Year 20 Michael versus year 20 LeBron. It's like, all right. Or age 37 or whatever.
Yeah, age 40 or age 39, shit like that, yeah. I would... Oh, go ahead, Sage. Go ahead.
Nah, I'll be brief. All I'm gonna say is I think that I'll be boring here too. Brief and boring here. That I think it just depends on how good you were and how bad you just dropped. So like Eminem, for example, a lot of people say M fell off, but like nobody's gonna kick him out because, hey man, that nigga peak for peak was cooking to a lot of people. Now me personally, I'm talking on my ass. I didn't listen to Eminem like that, so no, it's gonna piss a lot of you guys off. But it is what it is. But I can understand and acknowledge that from what I've heard, broken rap. But he would have to have like dropped absurd amounts of boo-boo for him to get kicked off. I think Nicki, maybe to a little bit lesser degree, than a guy like Eminem, but is still going to be viewed that same way, and definitely not a lesser degree if it's in just female rap, because she peaked very high. Now, what I will say is, like I said, it does matter how bad that was, and if she does that over and over and over again to these accursed non-barbiers, oh yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
Four more songs, she said.
Because I ain't gonna lie, PRTTY, but I'm PETTY. Barbs, I need a good alcohol bar. Oh shit, that was the bar. Hey, look, man, I catch one of these lyrics quick, man, and it pisses me off sometimes. I wish I could just dive out, but nah.
I call that bitch Bigfoot. When she fell off, I told her get back on your Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Come on, man. She really spitting.
Good foot. She's like,
let me pull these jumps up.
My bad. Her good.
I do got the lyrics. My bad.
Pull these up because I remember that one, bro.
She dropped the acapella version too.
That's nasty as hell.
Yeah, on Spotify.
Nah.
She dropped the 2-pack. It was the
oh my god,
the single and the acapella version.
I just want to say before we look at the lyrics, another issue we have with this and social right, people just look at peaks and they speak from places of just not knowing. People are so ready. Like I seen in literally in the Twitch chat, somebody was like, "Oh, the fall off for Polo G needs to be studied." Niggas, one,
not too much.
Not too much. One, nigga got arrested. Like niggas dealing with like actual legal shit. Like
no, that's not funny, but Jesus Christ.
Niggas not, like people literally be speaking from places of not knowing. People be ready to say, "Oh no, man,
damn, Melly really fell off." Bro,
hey, really fell off. Nigga is in jail. Nigga is arrested. Hold on, like can't release music or whatever it is.
Where was Polo G?
I'm gonna say, and Polo G of all people, like, oh, his faults need to be studied. Why? Why does he
I remember that year, like a bunch of streamers were on Polo G's dick, dog.
Crazy.
You remember that year, bro? Yes,
nigga,
bro, Polo so hard, bro. God, I can't. God,
bro, what was the fucking big ass song he had that everybody knows, whichever one it is. I forgot the fucking name of it. Rapstar, the fucking Rapstar. DDG is in the Rapstar music video. Like DDG is there. He's in the video. So yes, every streamer was on his dick, and I guess that's what they had him at. Oh. My favorite streamer said he was the GOAT, so and he titled his album GOAT. So hey man, he was on GOAT trajectory, and now he's not there no more. Like
he can't miss.
Polo G fell off from a step stool.
Like this, he didn't even start yet. We 3 albums in. Oh yeah, man, shit crazy. 3 albums.
Not
3
too much,
albums
Corey. Watch
in.
this now. Not too much.
I fuck with Corey, no cap. But 3 albums in, and now niggas is like, nah, he fell off. Y'all be too quick to put niggas on these pedestals, honestly.
And that's what
let niggas get implemented into the game before we start doing this. And I'm one of the people. I was high. I'm still high on Polo G. But Polo G, I was high on Polo G. Not to the point of calling this nigga the hands down GOAT. But Jesus Christ, oh nah, we got to study the fall off. Like those are the people that be out here crowning people to GOAT. And then when you realize by album 3 or 4, oh, he just had like a hot stretch.
But his album name was GOAT. I just seen someone in chat type 2019 to 2020 Roddy Rich. Like a year.
That's 1 year. That's 1 season, bro. Damn.
God damn, bro.
Even a full one. Okay. The fall 2019.
He fell off the counter.
He dropped 3 singles in the album.
Oh shit, he fell off the book. All right, here we go. This is a lyrical breakdown.
She did tweet out all the lyrics.
No, she did not. What?
You still a small fry.
You're flowing such a bore, drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw. Stop that dialogue before I hit Carl and buy your catalog.
He's hitting
W. Carl.
He's on fire.
Sigh. How you fuck with your mother, man, when she died? How you go on Gayle King?
Wait, what? No. That's a great wait. Did she do that?
Wait. Might say, is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another conversation. Do y'all care in rap beef if the lyrics are factual or not?
Yes, depending on the content being said. Yes, I do care. If you're obviously making shit up, cool, that's fine. Let it be known. But I don't believe in if you rap beef with somebody, either make it obvious you're just throwing dumb jabs for the sake of the bar, or come and deliver truth. I don't think you can get in this territory of sprinkling in some truth, some lies, and then letting everybody have to decipher how that person come. All right, look, no, I didn't fuck with my mom's man, but my foot is big. Like that shouldn't. That is nasty. That's nasty.
This isn't just a Lil Tecca vibe out song. Like you're trying to be personal with it. At least like use like correct shit.
Yeah, I gotta think like if Pusha T just lied about Drake having a kid. I'm like,
Wait, what do you mean I'm hiding my son?
What? Dead beat motherfucker playing Border Patrol.
What son?
I don't have a son. There's clearly no son in the background. I don't know where he got that from.
All right.
And then only for Pusha T to have to come out later. Yeah, I made that up, guys. But they told
me no. It's just rap. It's just rap.
On the TL,
it's content.
Be true. They said it doesn't have to be true.
Who told you that? Now let me ask you. Who told you that? Lil Guy Jai? Like
no, a lot of people said that in rap beef, it doesn't have to be true as long as it hits.
As long as if a nigga that didn't rap, now if Nas or West was one of these people, I'm starting to space after this. After this, I'm starting to space if Nas or West is one of the people say one of the niggas that dubbed themselves rappers. I'm starting to space because we gotta have an intervention, bro. If Lil Guy Jai and fucking Urkel Stan is the one saying it. I don't care, bro. Like,
name out there. Throw Corey's name out there. All right, let me stop.
Shamari?
Yeah, it was. She was one of them though.
Nah, quick note, because you brought up Corey. Does anyone know what this nigga's YouTube channel is, bro? That shit is still bugging me.
Nah, I don't
Corey?
Yeah.
Corey's YouTube channel. That
Mr.
nigga showed them analytics. I'm sorry. I don't know what spaces was he showed them analytics. That nigga said 51.1% female audience. Nigga, what kind of videos do you make?
That's Drew Wells for real. Okay. Corey was Drew Wells the whole time.
Corey is like
Corey Wells.
All right, let's get this.
All right, line 6.
How you go on Gayle King and can't cry? Chow, bye. Bigfoot, but you still a small fry. Swearing on your dead mother when you lie. Hey, yo, this little begging whore talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you can hit Megan Raw. I'm sorry. I read
for a free beat.
You could hit Megan Raw, like for the beat.
like
okay.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
If you're a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Now the
okay.
This, and this is what a lot of people have been saying about this beef or this. Nicki Minaj tweeted all these in individual tweets, collection of tweets or whatever. She tweeted all this and then recorded the song. So it's almost as if she was in the studio, thought of a good line, tweeted it out, and then recorded it, and then sent it out. And that's
hard.
No, it's hard in theory because reading this out, I'm not gonna lie. In the context of okay, she dropped all these tweets first. You're reading it and you're like, all right, this shit don't sound too bad. Some of these shits is catchy. Then that bitch goes in the studio and straight cocaine's it up, and it's like, oh, this is not. I didn't read it in that cadence. The delivery killed it for me because reading it like this, it might be a little corny here and there, but some of this shit just delivered better would have went crazy. The way she went about it with the lockjaw, I can't. Nah, that shit.
I've been a main person that said, when we read lyrics like this, every bar is gonna sound corny. Like 90% of bars are gonna sound corny when you read them. But dog, you gotta deliver the lines better than how she was, bro. She almost said perked up. It definitely sounded like she was just like, and like she was just zibing. She was like, chill, bye. Bigfoot, but you a small fry. Like Horton here's a hoop, but
it gets worse.
I just rhyme. Oh, shit.
But I still ain't let Megan score. Bad bitch. She like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your good foot. Still ain't Red Ruby. Trying to steal the sauce. I said, get up on my get up on my cookbook. But really, I'm a sweetie pie. PRTTY, but I'm PETTY. Why did you lie about your lipo? Fucking your best friend, man, is crazy. You the type, though. You was lying to the queen, then you went lying to the king. Gayle, that 30-year-old tea so stale. Kylie kicked you out and made you stumble to the car. Barbs, I need a good alcohol bar. Roman, wait, that was the bar. Like a bodybuilder, I keep raising the bar. Fuck you get shot with no scar. This little piggy toxic, somebody adopted.
Can someone explain the Roman weight? That was the bar.
You're not tapped in. Don't even worry about it. You're just
Okay.
not tapped in.
My
You're
bad.
not tapped in.
That's her alter ego, by the way. But
Oh, I
Yeah,
need the
whenever
next
she-
type shit. Okay.
Yeah, whenever she starts being nasty, that's Roman on the beat. For real. That's her alter ego.
Okay.
and I'm a fan of Nicki so much, but
But when-
Yeah, I'm not even doing my scared of Barb shit. Nicki is better than this. Like all shit aside, Nicki's better than this.
well, no, she's
bro.
not. As the old heads will say on the timeline, she's lost every single rap battle she's been in.
Damn.
Damn.
Shit'll get dark like chocolate. I'm about to get up in your ass, bitch. Clinch. Yeah, sort of like French. They got you all. They got you all them Grammys, but your flow still a no. What a fiasco. Lupe. Future made you pay. Ha. She want to party with the baby while rubbing on Tory toupee. I guess she needed money bags for them Trey songs. She G-Eazy. Carl made her crawl for it. Yo, why the fuck they poke the monster? Fucking with Nicki this year, ho, I'm coming like a porn star.
Yo, what the fuck?
She just had that no nigga ever loved her. No nigga gonna stand 10 toes behind her. Is it my fault that I got good vagina? Why the fuck?
Vagina was a hard ER.
Humping on a minor. Ooh. Cause she was lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama, lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama, lying on your dead mama. On your dead mama. All right.
Crazy way to end it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought and I'm pretty sure the delivery kills it, but reading it, the bar about all the rappers that she was dealing with, the different rap men, in theory, cool little bar. I'm pretty sure she botched it. Pretty sure she botched it. Reading it, it didn't sound that bad. Pretty sure it doesn't sound that way on the song.
This shit was so.
She should have just went live, dog. I'm maintaining my stance. Like literally everything she said, if she just Instagram live and got in her soapbox, it would have been better, man. She would have She would have won round one, for real.
What is it, Queen
that's the question.
TV,
You think it's
Queen
gonna be
Radio, or
around
whatever?
Yeah.
Do you respond to that? I wouldn't respond. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was I was gonna ask. Well, is y'all think round two's gonna start?
There's no way. If Megan is smart, now listen. If Megan has smart people around her, which she obviously does to be in this position, she's not going to respond. She's going to let Nicki marinate on this pile of hot ass garbage and just take the win and keep pushing. If she can't put her pride aside and really don't like Nicki, then I think she responds. So there's no way you're gonna speak on my dead mother this much and say I'm lying and whatever on my mom, and I'm just letting that shit sit. If she's smart, just let Nicki sit on this hot pile of dog doo doo and just take your win. If your pride is your pride, she will respond.
She did say she fucking her dead mom's man. Yeah,
That shit was so ass, dog. I can't believe we just watched that shit.
Hey man, shit, man. Barbs, I like Nicki. Please, my brothers, they don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize for us. I'm scared.
Can somebody please confirm if she fucked her dead mom's man or not?
Yeah,
That's a crazy accusation.
That's a
just
crazy.
being there.
Where did you even find that information? Like, this is insane.
Communities.
But that
Twitter
got on
community.
The
split,
nose
though.
thing apparently is a lie too. The whole her nose got done thing I seen on the timeline, that was a lie. They got people coming from like when they went to high school with her showing yearbook pictures like, nah, her nose always looked like this. Like, I don't know,
But that's
where you these other noses.
That's what I'm saying about, especially in 2023 or 2024. You got to be on your shit when it comes to rap battle shit, because it's too many people that know that the information is accessible. And I'm not gonna lie, Nicki can do all this again. Put the songs on. I'll quote the Nicki Minaj, but I seen too many videos and photos. Like, we could speculate she was with Trey Songz, she was with the baby, she was with all this. That's
Jeezy,
fine.
all them, yeah.
There's pictures and videos of Nicki Minaj with Gucci Mane's penis in her mouth on the internet. So I don't know.
Oh, that's whose penis that was? I seen
Yeah.
that shit.
So I don't.
That's
know.
crazy.
That's whose
Whose
penis,
penis is that?
I'm just saying Nicki with a random penis back in 04. Whose penis is this?
That was Gucci's? Damn.
And mind you, if she
2006. No.
What the fuck?
there's no way that she can like lie about that. About like she. Okay.
You just can't lie about stuff, and you can't. I don't know, and I feel you, Omar, because that's the same thing that goes for like these reality shows now. Like you can't just have dumb shit happen. Like people can't get the real information, know what's going on. Like it's just a new age. I don't know, but yeah, I just need her to come with actual. For me, you got to have actual facts in a rap beef. I don't know what's the point of lying. Anybody can lie and make shit up to sound good on a song. Actually tell the truth. When you tell the truth, that makes the shit harder for real. If you just lying, all right, the bitch can go and make up a bunch of shit about you, and what does that do? Nothing.
All right. Let's
We'll update you guys as it goes. This is
Yeah.
round 1.
let's get into basketball.
Finally, my favorite sport. I was just about to unsubscribe to you guys.
Thought you guys said y'all were gonna do. I thought it's the new era. The pivot was basketball. What is this?
And it looked like Beasl's the only one that got dressed today.
And let me say this: I think
Not too much.
those pictures could be fake. Those pictures could definitely be photoshopped. What I want y'all to know, that's what 2006 photos look like too. Gucci Mane tweeted it out in that era where he was tweeting stuff out and wasn't lying. And 3, I think today, if Nicki were to lie about something that like Gucci Mane said or did with Gucci Mane in the past, Gucci Mane would still say, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, especially with the Gucci Mane's track record now, he has no reason to lie. Gucci is like known for, I'm just gonna tell the truth while lie. And if he, and that's another thing, he was the nigga to put that out. Like that wasn't some came from whatever season Twitter or somebody else put it out. Like Cardi B put it out to make a point. Gucci dropped that himself. So that's like way different. In the era where
07?
Photoshop was on. Yeah,
That might have
a
been
long time ago.
That was text to tweet days. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts. That's back when niggas still had their signatures from their text messages on their posts. Like type shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all young boys don't know nothing about them signatures on your text messages.
I don't know nothing about it either, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He ain't have a phone. He ain't have a phone for real.
Yeah, I guess so. Old ass nigga.
Older than me, but you graduated before me, buddy. Remember that.
Oh, dude. Where was Brown when you graduated?
Cleveland, the second time.
The first
The second time. yeah, the second time. My guy.
Oh man.
He was still doing this chat.
He had a headband on tight.
His signature shit was still a chase down block, bro.
Yeah,
I remember that. What's LeBron's signature move? The chase down is kind of crazy, y'all.
Oh my god. Talking about the dunk man was his logo. Oh brother.
Niggas is not about to get these jokes off on me. When I graduated high school, the Xbox One was out. I didn't graduate when the 360 and PS3 was out, buddy. I'm sorry. When you graduated, niggas was still playing 360 and PS3. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. Niggas is not about to get these off at my sake. At the sake of me, no. Nah, buddy, nah. Nah, not me.
You went to a sports bar to see Kobe get number 5, huh?
You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You graduated before me. This is what? No, bro. We're not like no. This is not getting off. This is not getting off. No, bro. No. This is not getting off.
That run on test 3 was crazy, huh?
You graduated before me. No.
Kobe passed the ball.
No, bro. No. Nigga said Brian was playing his first year with Russ when I graduated. Y'all ass.
Woo! Oh, shit. Oh my god.
Yo, the chat is making me more mad. Nigga said Damo was running from Tupac and Juice. Shut the fuck up. What are we doing, bro?
Which MVP did Steve Nash win when you graduated, Damo? Okay.
Now he's trying to cook.
I'm not. Oh shit.
The older guy trying to make you seem the oldest.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy work.
No,
Nigga graduated before Cam Newton got an MVP. And niggas is trying to make me seem old, bro. No, bro, no. Niggas, no, bro, no.
Handshaking wasn't a rule when you were in high school, dog. You came up in the era of hand checking, okay? There was
the Migos was still dropping mixtapes when you graduated. No, bro. No. Their first album wasn't even out. No, bro.
5 seconds back to the basket came out.
Stop, bro. Stop.
David Stern was the commissioner, huh?
That's crazy. Now that's crazy. Oh shit.
I'm the old guy. I gotta be the old nigga.
Didn't you tell us about the lottery when they were shuffling envelopes for real?
I'm gonna mute up, bro. I'm gonna mute up.
It's Miso's fault. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What the fuck? What did I do?
Oh shit. Nigga was looking at the screen. Oh shit.
I do say what the fuck a lot, huh?
Yes.
Woo!
Oh man.
Odell got a kid. This is crazy. He in the locker rooms here in Charlotte, right? Right now, you a Charlotte guy. All right, come on, stop. We got. This is. I'm telling you, it's Vsauce. I'm gonna have to put it on him every time, boss. I got to. Oh shit.
Oh man, y'all niggas, bro.
Ooh. All right. All right, we good. The question of the day is: should we feel bad for Steph Curry?
Why?
Yeah, wait, no, why? I ain't gonna lie.
Let me get it out.
Oh, my bad.
After a 145-144 loss, double overtime to the Los Angeles Lakers, one in which the King put up a marvelous performance, 36, 12, 20. Anthony Davis showed up with 29, 13. You know, D'Lo showed up with 28. That's the big three for real. Steph Curry, 46 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Shot it very well, but they lost. So a friend of the show asked, because this is our guy. This is your guy, Bezos. This is truly your guy.
My guy.
Yeah, no, this is your guy. KB knows ball. KB knows ball said,
what?
No way you don't feel bad for this man, dog. Poured his absolute heart out and doesn't have a top 35 player on his team in sight.
That's a lot of replies, huh?
This is the video.
500.
So the question is, I mean, do we feel bad for Steph Curry?
No. You can have sympathy for it, you know what I'm saying? Because even in a couple of these recent LeBron years, I mean, with all the success LeBron has had, with the lack of help he's had, we're like, damn. Like 2018 specifically, damn, bro. Like, this guy's struggling, man. I wish he could have better help. But in the grand scheme of things, man, like, if I'm a Warriors fan, bro, you dominated from 2015 to 2018. You still made it to the finals in 2019. Y'all missed a couple years and then won another championship again. Can the other guys have some? Damn.
Yeah, my answer is no as well, because if for it to be a yes, you would have to feel bad for every old nigga. Yeah, to feel bad for every old nigga that can average 20. And I don't think everyone feels bad for every old nigga that's averaging 20 right now. Kevin Durant would be the one exception to the rule because he's viewed as joining super teams. But then with the Suns being hurt at the start of the season, people weren't like, I feel bad for Kevin Durant. When you've accomplished so much, I don't feel bad for you. We can recognize the situation, but and maybe not feel bad in the sense of like 100%. Like, it's a difference between damn, that's tough. And like actually like, oh my God, yeah, free this man, get him help type shit. Especially when Curry, I don't want to say he did it because I don't know if there's a Curry going on, a War GM, a Steph GM. I don't know how the nickname would be there. That we haven't heard anything like that, but like keeping Clay, keeping Dre has been a thing for this franchise, and he hasn't really came out and been like, fuck that. So because of that, I mean, you kind of had this coming because eventually they ain't you, bro. They never were. And Clay, even if he was potentially going to have the same longevity, he got hurt. So I don't feel bad. It's just it's tough to see. I don't like seeing it. I'll say that. And maybe that's Mickey. I don't know if you remuted or
Yeah, I think he remuted. I ain't.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty good.
All right, bet. Yeah, no, there's absolutely no feeling bad for Stephen Curry, and I do feel bad for other players. There's players I genuinely feel bad for, and it makes sense. I feel bad for players that genuinely it makes sense to feel bad about. Curry's not one of them. Curry is a nigga who had the benefit of running through the league for multiple years, and then ran through the league where it was unfair and had an unfair advantage, at least that I deem, compared to a lot of other teams. I don't feel bad for him at all that now he has a level playing field, just like in 2019. I didn't feel bad for, 2020 or 21, whichever year it was when it was, oh, this is the first year where Curry's by himself and he averaged fucking 30. I didn't feel bad for him. Nigga, this is what a lot of niggas had to deal with playing pro basketball, especially while you were ripping and running, playing with these great establishment, great teams, and niggas had to deal with this. Unreliable talent, not ready products, all that bad coaching, whatever you want to blame. Niggas dealt with it, and now it's an extension of that. I don't feel bad for the fact that now he has to go out there on a nightly basis, and you don't know who your number two is. You know how many great players fucking have to deal with that their entire careers? I don't feel bad for the fact this is the first year since 2013, 2014. He's not going to be a fucking starter in the All-Star game. I don't fucking feel bad. I'm glad Luka and Shea are doing this damn good. So yo, light ass got to sit the fuck down somewhere. Now sit down and come off that bench, nigga. Like I don't feel bad for this, and I damn sure don't feel bad for Warrior fans when majority of you niggas are fake Warrior fans. Don't think I forgot. A lot of you niggas was Laker fans growing up, and then Kobe retired, and y'all fluttered up to the Bay. I'm not forgetting that.
Filipinos.
I don't forget. So no, I don't feel bad, especially for you weak ass Warrior fans. You niggas don't deserve. They call Laker fans spoiled. You niggas are spoiled. The average Warrior fan started watching basketball in 2013. Nigga, this just made 10 years when niggas started watching basketball. In this 10 years, your team was damn near dominant the entire time. I don't feel bad for you, nigga. I'm laughing at you the same way y'all were laughing at everybody else when y'all were winning and y'all were dominant.
Yeah, a lot of what Damo just said, that's a super retweet on. I just don't. Do you feel like you're always supposed to be at the top while Steph Curry's in here? You think everything is supposed to be peachy keen? I know you got used to, being able to set fucking bulldozer screens from Draymond Green, which is a picture I've got to pull up. You've been used to setting stuff like that. You've been used to having players like Klay Thompson. You've been used to, doing all these things, having all these great players on your team. That I'm supposed to feel bad for you now all of a sudden. I think that's just insane. This is Draymond. Where's Draymond at right here? This is Draymond Green right here going to set a screen on, I think, Vando. And it's been setting moving screens like this since, God knows when, taking people out. Why am I supposed to feel bad? Am I supposed to feel bad because he didn't interject and tell them what moves to make, or maybe he did interject? Like what reason would I have to feel bad for Curry? Specifically because he's not in his primes and peaks and all this other stuff. Yeah, I do feel like they've wasted a lot of Steph Curry's time. I don't feel bad for it because I could say that for legitimately every other player to be in the National Basketball Association. I'm trying to think of one player that I may not be able to say that for. Maybe Kareem, I don't know. Even early Laker days.
But you don't feel bad even like when those all-time greats are having great seasons, can still contribute a lot, but they're just on bad teams. Like I feel like that's something we say a lot.
I don't feel. I don't feel bad. Luka's right now. I'm living Luka Doncic. I'm living Trae Young. I'm living Jason Tatum. I'm living.
But you don't feel bad for like in this instance, Luka. You don't feel bad.
Dog, these are the stripes you have to earn. And the same thing when we talked about Lamar Jackson earlier. No, sometimes this is your story, and when and if you do get to the promised land, it's gonna feel that much better. It's just gonna feel that much sweeter when you do, because you have these trials and tribulations. I'm not mad for a dude that got gifted abundance a lot more than a lot of other people. And somebody says, can you not feel bad for everyone? Or can you not feel bad for everyone? You can feel bad for whoever y'all want to. I'm telling you, I personally don't feel bad. These are just the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs. This is why I believe management is over players. Players can play their asses off, but it doesn't matter if they don't put the competent pieces around you. And that's okay. It's not okay that they do that, because they should be better, but I don't feel bad because everybody's had to go through that.
Yeah, you have to feel bad for everyone and or nobody. Like case in point, you would you feel bad for Anthony Edwards at the beginning of his career? I guess you feel bad for Damian Lillard or things of that nature. Now, where I think I go of the part. Now, let me start that over. I'm just eating or having a milkshake, fucking me up. Now, where I start feeling bad for players is guys like Chris Paul, who literally, I ain't gonna cap, he's had teams around him, and when he get the team around him, he gets injured. When he's finally healthy, he doesn't have a team around him. When he has the team around him and he's healthy, now he's way past his fucking prime, and he still gets injured and he loses his arm. And so it's like, that's a guy that I know off rip, like, damn, all right, you got hoed. But maybe it's passive hater shit, and I don't want to sound like a Twitter nigga because I know everybody on Twitter is probably cooking them, but maybe it's because we've already seen him succeed.
Yeah,
that to feel sympathetic for Curry specifically would be crazy. Now, if you're sympathetic for Curry, again, you're sympathetic for a lot of in fact, majority of players in basketball, I would argue at that point. But because I don't think that's true, my answer is no. Now, if you are sympathetic to majority of the league, if I was going to sit here and say I feel bad for LaMelo Ball, I feel bad for Chris Paul still, I feel bad for Jordan Poole, he shouldn't be a number one. I feel bad for Cade Cunningham, he's on the worst team ever, and he's a young talent. You see how many I can keep going, but at that point, all right, but I feel bad for the whole fucking league while that's potentially valid, I'm with Omar here. That's just the name of the game for a lot of these young players. And for veterans, that's where I can really start feeling some type of way if I know that you're way better than it, but you're not going to be in conversations because you got owed off of shit that was routinely out of control outside of literally getting up and going to hit free agency or some shit. And sometimes even that didn't work.
Do y'all feel bad for Harden?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Right now?
He literally wrote his own story.
Just
in wherever he wants to go.
No, not now. Just at any point in his career, did you ever feel bad for Harden?
No.
I didn't not one time ever.
No. I lied. I did feel bad for Harden.
Damn.
Oh, well, damn.
He was finna spit.
Cliffhanger of hell.
Really
There you go. Go ahead.
My fault. I was saying, I only felt bad for Harden when he was in OKC and they didn't want to give him the money that he clearly was worth.
Oh yeah, get your break. Fair enough.
Other than that, and that's what I'm saying, I'm being 100% unbiased and completely as fair as I can be. That would be the only time I'm looking at James Harden career where I'm like, okay, I do feel bad for you here because you clearly deserve that money, and the organization fucks you over. In my point, the organization fucks you over, but they fuck you over to a point to where your career is as an individual, better place than it would have been there or you got an early start to what you would have ended up being. Other than that, no. His time in Houston, that nigga got coddled in Houston. James Harden should look at his time in Houston with the biggest fucking smile on his face because they did everything he wanted, anything he wanted while he was there. And then when he left, they sent him to the
Damn.
I felt bad for him a little bit in 2019. Oh, my bad.
Hell no, I didn't. They traded away a whole ass center to fit that man's needs. At that point, it is what it is. You could argue Houston should have been drafting still. you could argue that Houston should have looked at team and Golden State dead now and said, yeah, no. I'm not playing that. And not like not trying to win because they clearly were capable if they weren't giving up such a meltdown, but like their foot was really on the gas. They wanted to be the one team that had a chance. And you could argue that wasn't necessarily the way to go about it. Yes, hindsight, but it is what it is. Harden got everything he wanted in Houston. I don't feel bad for anything in Houston. I damn well don't feel bad anything after it. Damo, I'll change my point because not getting paid kind of a shit feeling. I feel bad for you. You ball out, you deserve $4 million extra dollars and you ain't get it. Fair enough.
Well, I'm gonna just say I felt bad for a lot of players during like when the Warriors were really peaking with KD, because it's almost like, damn, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do or how great you are. Once you run into the Warriors, you're out. So that's
it. But I get it. It just, to me, you probably just weren't meant to win the ring. Because it's not like a lot. It's not like teams. I mean, the Rockets took them to 7. So like, I can't. There's a lot of players who. Not a lot of players win NBA rings. So that means a lot of players lose NBA rings. So throughout time and history, like you're gonna have people who are the losers. Like they're gonna be on that side. The Charles Barkleys of the world, the Karl Malones of the world. Like you're gonna have those Clyde Drexlers. You're gonna have those great players who just don't end up winning it all. And to be honest with you, if anything, you have more credibility to feel bad for them than the fucking winners. Feeling bad for the winners is crazy to me because you feel like they could win more, specifically for the reason now. Not other times, but come on, dog. That's crazy. Oh, not Clyde, but
No.
Finish.
I would say I would piggyback on to a little bit of what Bezos is saying, what you're saying, no more. In terms of feeling bad for guys that had to go through the Warriors souls, I do agree. I do feel bad for the greats that had to do it. The problem is I feel bad for the greats that had to go through the Warriors if they did. Niggas that were playing in that time that got bounced in the first or second round before they even met the Warriors, I don't feel bad for you. Like I'm trying to think back to who these great players could be that were hindered by the Warriors.
Drew Holiday.
Who were they? Who were the guys that got stopped by the Warriors in the playoffs? Like, oh, you had to run into the Warriors round 1 or round 2. Like, who were those guys? It was
Anthony
I'm not saying Anthony Davis. I mean, how you feel about Dame, but
I don't feel bad
AD's
for Dame
definitely
because
one
he
of
got the WCF and he got the injury on the side. He had a chance.
I can say I can feel bad for Dame in terms of the Blazers being a bad organization. I can feel bad for a lot of, and in that case, you have to feel bad for a lot of players that just have bad organizations that put them in shitty situations. So I feel that, but yeah, I can't feel bad. I definitely can't feel bad for the winners. That's ridiculous.
I think you can just feel bad for someone without it like being a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, that kind of sucks, and just keep it pushing.
Literally, that's how I'm saying. I think I view these as that's tough. If I ever get quoted as saying I feel bad, I'm taking it with a grain of salt. There's tone matters in these conversations because I know all it's gonna take is one little clip and it's like, oh gotcha, you stupid idiot. Yeah, all right. But it's like ultimately a guy like Russell Westbrook in LA, I'm like, damn, y'all on that nigga dick. But like out of like the career of Russell Westbrook, I'm not viewing as like no, there's some sympathetic thing. Like Russell Westbrook, you can low-key argue you have a sympathy for. But like the career of LeBron James, even the only time that I'll go against you guys on the winner thing was specifically when LeBron was playing at levels that arguably he's never played at in the 2017 to 18 and even debatably 19 prior to the injury. And he was just on bad teams. That's the only time that I probably will be like, yeah, this guy who is clearly established, done it all, I feel bad for him because that shit was just off the chain ridiculous. But when it comes to a guy like Stephen Curry here, he's dominated a bit further than that LeBron did at this point in time. Curry has 4 championships, bro. Curry has 4 championships with majority of the same core, not exactly the same roster top to bottom before y'all get all cute with me, but like literally like the same trio, the same coach. I think you do have a different GM, fair enough, but like it's still the Warriors. So he's dying with the ship. He falling with the ship. It is what it is. Sink or swim, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. Now, should they fix this? Yes. Am I happy to see Curry tank? That's where I disagree with the Twitter niggas. No, I don't want to see Stephen Curry drop 46 and lose. That's just hell. I don't like seeing that shit.
No,
I wanna read the bits donation from Young Tomorrow for 500 bits real quick. No one gets sad for Bron because he took control of his destiny. Bron has accepted the good and the bad that came with that. I'm not going to feel bad for a guy who was gifted with championship lineups and never did anything to control his destiny.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I hear you.
Wait,
I
what?
mean,
Does he feel more bad for Bron or Curry?
no.
He's
saying
he's
because
not
people don't feel bad for Bron. Because people don't feel bad for Bron for controlling his destiny.
Right,
I like
okay.
Curry, who was gifted a great situation, great lineups, teams drafted well. Like, an organization did the right thing for you, unlike niggas like LeBron or KD.
Yeah, you didn't have to do any work.
And you didn't do the most with it. Like, you still won, but obviously if niggas is leaving room for improvement, I'm not feeling bad that you didn't succeed with all the advantages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I disagree with him is the destiny thing. I probably disagree there. But
I'm just not.
Nah, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have that sentiment in the next couple of years if it's clear the Warriors are a dumpster fire and Steph doesn't let his nuts hang in some degree. Like, either, all right, like, we need a Giannis quote, like, all right, if y'all don't get somebody, I'm leaving, and then they go get Dame, or we need a, all right, nigga, hey, I need to go somewhere else. This ain't working, and he gets traded or he walks. Now, I know
he
the
ain't never
contract's
gonna
crazy.
leave Golden State, dog.
You say, hey, it's, you know what's crazy? Throughout my life of watching basketball, it was a lot of players I thought would die with their city, and then they fucking leave. And I was like, you know what? These niggas are expendable. Then you start playing my league on 2K and throw niggas in different jerseys. I'm used to seeing Harden in every jersey in the league now.
I ain't never thought he was
Curry
staying.
can go somewhere else.
D-Wade, too? When he
Facts.
went to
I
Chicago
I never
They
thought
pulled
Russ would
that
take
on
off a
him.
Heat jersey. I never thought Russ would take off a Thunder jersey. What? If you're telling me in 2017 you thought it'd be a world where it's like, yeah, man, Russ is gonna ask for out of here after what was going on, you're crazy. I thought
You know
you
what?
would die
Piercing
a
the
damn
Celtics?
Thunder.
I tell you what,
I'm crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
There's one player I felt bad for. There's one player in NBA history I felt bad about.
Jeff
was it?
Teague.
Jerry West. Jerry West.
Oh yeah.
Tormented by the same team in the finals, and to the point where they give you the first finals MVP because you played so good even though y'all lost. That's I feel bad for you.
Sucks to suck, buddy.
That's the one that I
It's just a part of your career, man. This is how it's supposed to be.
I didn't feel bad until I watched Winning Time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing that
I
nigga
got
when
you
he
on
finally won, and then just couldn't even, like, you lost 9 times. You think this one win gonna fix that? When that shit hit, that perspective of you really lost 8 fucking times in a row, then you get a win. Are you really about to celebrate with everybody? Like, are you really? Does this really feel good after 8 losses? No, it doesn't.
It literally feel fluke. Shout out Derrick Rose, man. I feel bad for him. I got you, Twitter. Don't worry about it.
Injuries is different, but
Injuries are
I don't
different.
feel bad for a guy who's gotten golden opportunity. A lot of people would love to come into.
Watching my fault.
No,
Watching Gilbert Arenas, I can't feel bad for Vince Carter anymore, man. Knowing that everybody in that league basically thought, yo, this nigga could be the GOAT if he cared. I don't feel bad for this nigga no more, like, at all. Like, all right, bro, you just didn't care enough. I guess this is crazy.
They knew Vince Carter. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before we get into the real meat and potatoes, the Joel Embiid sitting controversy has another level to it. But this is more breaking than anything.
He has 5 games left, I think.
Yeah, he has like 5 games left, but apparently it is more serious than what we thought it was. I just wanted to say this. Apparently he went out to not stretch, but warm up today because he said, "I'm gonna play. I am gonna play. I am gonna play. Don't even put me on the injury report. Here it is, right here. I've got the clip. Don't even put me on the injury report. I'm gonna play. Fuck y'all."
Pep talk. Is it just scared, Ramona? Or is there something else going on here?
I mean, listen, he heard you, Perk. Like, he heard the pep talk. That's why he went to the team. When they do the injury report, this is how this works. You know how this goes, Legs and Perk. Like, it's his choice to say, I'm on the injury report. Like, he said, don't even put me on the injury report. I'm playing. I'm playing in this game. He went out and warmed up. He can't even jump. The injuries management staff.
He couldn't jump before the game. That's how much discomfort he had.
Yes, and he shouldn't have played in that Indiana game.
Okay.
He did. I think that was probably the mistake that was made here because it is important to play in Denver. He knows that. And I actually think and nobody knows that more than Joel Embiid. You don't think he hears all that? He went out to let them boo him. Like he went out in the
It's
fourth
been
quarter
4
and said, "I know
years.
what's coming. Go ahead and boo me. I know what's happening." It was not even his choice. The injury management staff from the Sixers said, "You are not playing." And this injury he has with his knee, I know what you want to say about swelling. He wanted to play. So they're probably going to get fined. The NBA is going to investigate the late scratch. But that was on the star player who said, "Don't even put me on the report. I want to play."
Right.
Now, this is because he was ruled out going into Jokic's house in Denver, right? And then, I mean, she pretty much laid it out. He went out there, tried to warm it up, couldn't even jump. He ends up going out there in the fourth quarter. He has not played in Denver since 2019. You know what I don't understand that they don't do? Here it is. This is them booing him, apparently. I think this is them booing him. I'll play it real quick. On this day.
Not too much on our MVP.
Why don't they just because he might miss this MVP for real. Why don't they just dress him and then just sit him?
Good point.
I fixed it.
You said what? So
Just bench him.
and then bench the whole time?
Bench him.
Because hey, that's clickbait. Sound like clickbait. So he gets dressed. Wait, you're saying like with jersey on or like
You
You
put
literally bench him, don't play him, but technically he played the night. Like he was available.
put your warm-ups on, put everything on.
Chat saying it's a minutes thing too.
Oh, you need 20 again for it to count.
Yeah, chat saying that it's a minutes thing and amount of games you need to play. Yeah, the NBA thought this one through, gang. You're not loophole.
Same thing with the in-season tournament, bro. Why are they playing 4 games? Little do you know, there's point differentials, buddy. Damn.
You need 20 minutes at least.
It's almost like they got professionals like coming up with this.
Somebody link the thing for that because I need to know. I need to know if it's true or not.
Yeah, they turned their pot of greed face down and they ended their turn. They got your ass. I ain't gonna lie.
That was my big take of the, like for real. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I had a damn.
I feel like this injury is like it's coming to a point where it's not even gonna. Oh, Embiid's gonna end with 64 games. It's looking like he's about to miss like way more than that. So at that point, yeah, Embiid, better luck next year, man. Just focus on the playoffs, man. That's tough.
But the thing is, Embiid's a player, and again, we're talking about a guy that came into the NBA with injury problems. He's had injury problems his entire career. Embiid, and I get it. I don't think this is a Philadelphia 76ers thing. I think this is more of a Joel Embiid thing, and he's getting it through the Sixers. And, hey, man, this is our star player. This is our guy. We got to ride for him. Joel is going to be out of a lot of conversations in terms of awards, and unless he starts winning, he's going to be fucked in the grand scheme of things. I guess in terms of the history books he sees. He's not going to have a chance to compete for any more MVPs. He's not going to have a chance to be on any team NBA's defense. He's not going to be nominated for any more awards for the rest of his career if this is a rule now because he can't stay healthy. He is on the court and can't fucking jump right now. Like he can't.
I feel bad. This is the guy I feel bad for.
Oh yeah, it's injury.
Like Joel might not. Let me check Basketball Reference. Let me get my P's and Q's because I don't want to seem like I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Is Joel Embiid known for playing more than 65 games anyway?
No, he doesn't play.
Yeah, no.
If
I see 65, I'm like, damn, it was relatively healthy that season.
Yeah, he played more than 65 games twice, and it was 68 and 66.
Yeah.
Other than that, you have a 63, 64. His healthy years is around 65. 65 is a great year for Joel Embiid health-wise. And he can't do both. He's not touching 70. He's 68, 66. You have a 64. You have 61. I think it's 61. Other than that, plummets. So Joel Embiid, if the rule is set at 65, and he's only getting older, he's not getting younger, he's not getting healthier, shit's just going to get worse, he's going to be fucked. And he's only what? How old is Joel? Joel's 29. He's going to be 30 next year. So the rest of his career, he's going to no more awards, essentially, if this is the rule. So I guess he's doing like you have these antics, you have people talking about it the way they are to probably create a conversation around this rule so it can change for guys like Joel.
My only thing is like every single year we have these conversations about how like, man, these awards don't mean anything. They're media voted, this, that, and the third. And unless we're talking about contract qualifications and incentives like that, that's fine. But for like these who's better than who conversations, it sounds like it matters. Like, am I tripping? Like every single year we keep saying this shit don't matter, but when we're having these conversations, it sounds like it matters to people that Embiid wins this MVP.
Because it's all that we can talk about right now. People are bored.
But yeah, that's the truth. Combination of boredom, because when all shit's said and done, nobody's talking about MVPs. We're gonna literally MVP is brought up, and then people talk about but in the playoffs, or whatever the fuck, and they'll just say it's Rob. So yeah, I think that people, it's still a trending topic for a reason, though. Winning the MVP is like still an accomplishment despite whatever debates you find yourself into all the time. And I'll be blunt, right now, I was like, yo, Embiid's probably my guy. Embiid, or I'm pushing Luka agendas. But outside of that, Embiid and Jokic and Luka are my guys right now. And I just feel bad for him a little bit in the sense of like, damn, that nigga's not gonna get this award. But rules is rules. You could argue that they're making the rules specifically for Joel. Maybe. Doubt it, but maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, he's having a fantastic season. I'm not going to think of Joel Embiid any differently because he doesn't get the MVP award because he wasn't healthy for it. I still like the rule of 65 games. I still think it's a pretty fair thing because we've always said, okay, but he didn't play X amount of games. He didn't play Y amount of games. Okay. Well, here's a fucking rule for it. So at the end of the day, I don't necessarily want to change anything. It's just tough. He's going to be the first person that may get hold from it. I'm not prepared for the discourse in the offseason dealing with that because, oh my God. But at the end of the day, even if he won the award, I wouldn't think any differently of Joel Embiid. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why we're tweaking. I'm gonna be honest. We've literally seen this song and dance last year.
Quick hitter. Don't think about it. Just answer it. Damo, is Embiid ducking Jokic?
Yes. If I have to answer yes or no, yes.
Sage.
Gun on my head. Yeah, bro scared of the Mile High.
Bezos.
No.
Okay. The actual meat and potatoes. Last topic we got for today. So this is a crazy week, and people are screaming about the NBA and the lack of defense again. Crazy scoring week. My guy, our guy, you're done. 73. Joel, 70. 62 from, Devin.
D-Book been going crazy too. He's at like back-to-back 40s.
62 from Cat. Some 40s like B-Souls was saying, all that stuff in there. And this has got the NBA up in arms. No one plays defense in the NBA anymore. This has got the community up in arms.
Uh-oh.
I didn't see the conversation really start, and boy, I'm pissed off because I was supposed to be at that game. I I came home Friday night sick from work. Like, it's in my... I was sick on last pod. I was sick Friday. And I was like, you know what? We're not even going to get the tickets. I need to go in there and take some cold medicine, go to sleep. Took some cold medicine as soon as I hit the door. Woke up, 8 little text messages. What? This motherfucker said.
Wait, so you already bought the tickets?
No, we have this. So Davis, friend of the show, put us onto some game. Mm-hmm. Wait until it gets close to game time. Mm-hmm. Buy the tickets if you're going to do it last minute. So then the prices go lower because people are trying to, get rid of their tickets or whatever. And we're going to get them. I was like, nah, I'm too sick. My girlfriend, you're too sick. We can't go. Woke up, 73 fucking points.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'd cry in the car. I'd still be crying in the car. I'll go first, not because I have the good take. I actually have the boring take. Again, right? Damn, am I boring? Not gonna lie. There can be two truths.
Wait, I didn't lay it all out. You're not even there yet. We're not ready.
Oh, okay. My fault, OG. Continue.
Gosh,
I got a video I'll put in topic.
Sorry, I was excited for the topic.
Cruz did a bunch of homework for this one. I can't cheat him on this one. First, where were y'all?
Oh, where was I?
I was streaming. Watch the end of it.
I think I was streaming as well. I didn't react to it. No, I wasn't streaming. I was just chilling. I think I just ended stream.
D-Book had a chance at 72. Come on, man.
I was in bed with my girl watching movies.
What? Yeah. I was in the house. I just don't know if I was streaming.
All right. So producer Cruz says this is the proof that the defense is dying in the NBA. While the teams with the highest pace of play were dominating teams in the 70s, efficiency is the highest that it's ever been. According to The Athletic, not only has shooting percentage across the board went up, not only has turnover percentage been at historically low rates, but the players are also choosing to shoot in places they are the most efficient at. Other more obvious effects are the influx in three-point shots, in the analytic shots, shooting in the paint or threes only. Is this the natural evolution of the sport? What is going on with the game we love? Is this a lack of defense?
All right. I'll go first. I personally feel like this is the natural evolution of the game. I got to bring it back to the creator analogy, but it reminds me a lot of when people say like Mr. Beast ruined YouTube and not everything is like a Mr. Beast video. In my personal opinion, I don't think he did. Just because, and even if you think he did, I don't think there's anything wrong with what he did, because I feel like for years, YouTubers have been doing YouTube wrong, in terms of not caring about audience retention, not caring about hooks, not caring about titles, not caring about thumbnails. And then here comes this dude who understands how you should actually play the game, revolutionized it, has dominated because of it, and everyone is trying to copy him because it fucking works. So same thing with the NBA. If you look historically, 90s and 2000s basketball, in my opinion, is actually the outlier when it comes to statistics. Like in the 60s and the 70s, it was higher paced. In the second half of the 2010s, it became higher paced, and now here we are in the 2020s, it is higher paced. So for a majority of NBA history, it actually has been a fast-paced game with inflated statistics, for lack of a better term. And I think with all the evolutions that we can talk about, from Mike D'Antoni coming into the game, the Warriors revolutionizing the game, hell, even what Jordan did in the 90s and things of that nature. Like this is just where the game was going to head in at one point or another. And I think a lot of the people talking about this right now just grew up on 90s and 2000s basketball. That's what they're used to. They didn't watch basketball in the 80s or the 70s, and they just wanted to go back to what they were used to. So,
yeah, I think that I think that there's just a boring truth here, that there's two truths on both sides. I mean, there's truths on both sides. On one end, yeah, players have definitely found it more appealing to be offensive minded and offensive oriented. Effort is being pushed towards the offensive side of the ball. Got playing like Steph Curry, playing the handle. Players are allowed to do more with the ball in their hand. Joint movement as a defender is hell. So as a result, you're able to abuse a defender more. So there's several positives. The spacing is one of a kind now. The coaches are smarter. So as a result, there's several ways why a lot of players are kind of just like, my value is going to be on that offensive side of the ball. Hell, you're unplayable if you're damn near unplayable if you're just a defender that can't put the ball in the basket. Like outside of literally one of one defenders in the league, like you got a handful of defenders that I could possibly name that like can't shoot for shit, don't offer any offensive value whatsoever, but they're just that damn good defensively. If you're not that damn good defensively, yeah, you're out of here, buddy. But however, on the other end, we gotta stop when people bitch about defense. We gotta stop acting like, even though the game is evolving, players aren't as well. Did you see the 70 points that Luka dropped? Did you see how even Devin D-Book, whether you want to go to how D-Book dropped 70, I know he gets slandered for that game, but how he got slandered and he just had a bunch of free throws even though he fucking lost the game. Or if you want to go to how Luka got 70 and he's shooting behind the fucking backboard, or how me and Damo bitch all the time about how Jokic was just getting his hand smacked in the playoffs, getting shot. These players are just ridiculously good now, bro. The game hasn't just evolved. These players have evolved as well. So ultimately, it's just more skilled motherfuckers in the league now. I don't know what to tell you. I know nostalgia's a bitch. I think nostalgia is the strongest drug in the world. So I know you're gonna want to name your No Chill Gills, your Vince Carters, your Paul Pierces. Even there's just these niggas in the league today are just too damn good at scoring the ball that everybody's gonna look like they can't play defense until and the game is too smart nowadays. So until rules are implemented to directly change how you play, because those rules haven't been that impactful. I'm not going to say they haven't been rules implemented, but they haven't been impactful enough to derail what we have going on. So until a change like that is required, it's just going to keep happening. It's not just everybody ain't playing defense, but I'll say it's definitely in terms of your star players, it's a good amount because a lot of these guys know, hey, you can't guard us.
A lot of great points being made. I would say, yeah, no, I'm not about to be on the side of people saying that there's no defense in basketball. I'm not on the side of people criticizing defense in basketball. There's definitely defense in basketball today. The only issue is offenses are advanced, as people have been saying. The game is more advanced, and the way basketball is being played is making it hard for defenders to play defense. We've never seen the game as spaced out as it is. The spacing in today's game is crazy. That allows more people to be able to use offensive skills. Anytime in history of basketball, there have been more players that have been able to do certain things than was given credit for. There were guys that were around in every era that could do more, that could have done a bit more if given the opportunity or given the chance. A lot of guys weren't able to because you don't get the space that you do today. And until teams start drafting, constructing, crafting these rosters, these teams, these lineups, these units, and these schemes to handle the spacing of basketball, the game is just going to look like this. The moment you get a bunch of Wimbies and Jalen McDaniels, a bunch of long athletic guys who can switch 1 through 4, 2 through 5, guys that can move around the court, switch at a drop of a dime, and teams that are prioritizing defense. I'm not going to lie to you. The spacing is an issue until you find a team that prioritizes defense. You go watch an Orlando Magic game with the defenders they have when they're healthy. It don't look like that much space out there. The space gets ate up when you got a bunch of guys bought in, and the system is they're going to attack them. Like the Timberwolves was great defense because when you look at them, that space is getting ate up, and they're prioritizing it. A lot of teams aren't prioritizing defense. That's the issue. Back then, in these times that we're talking about, defense and the way the game was played benefited less space, so less guys could do different things, just how the game was played. But teams cared more about defense back then. More teams were constructed to be defensive units. Teams were not relying on offense. Now we have a game where teams are relying on offense. And it's not just one coach. Mike D'Antoni was the innovator of what people call offense-only ball. I remember the fucking cartoon sketches Bleacher Report used to do when he came with the book of, and Harden was like, what about the defensive book? What defensive book? Like, I remember that. I lived through that. Like, it was only one Mike D'Antoni at a time. Other than that, a lot of teams had defensive identities. All these teams with culture were defensive identity teams. They prioritize defense. Now, everyone's Mike D'Antoni feels. Every coach, they come in, they have something. Analytics has made the game about offense. Analytics is pointing to why offense is important. That's another reason why the game's played like this. You can't blame defense in this case. It's just how the game's played.
Well, I think that's because, and I got some follow-ups for all this stuff. I think that's because if you are a bad offensive team, the downside of being a bad offensive team is worse than being a bad defensive team. I saw what Cruz put in the chat, and I agree with what he said. I think there is less defense, but because the offense is better, there is less defense. Hear me out. It's gonna make a lot of sense as we go through all these clips and stuff like that. So back in the day, I mean, we looked at it. I picked out random mid-2000s team. I was in a Twitter space picking out random 2000s team, mid-2000s team. And I was looking at who they played, when they played, whatever they played, case maybe. I think I picked out like the 09 Charlotte Bobcats. Now, when I say that team, automatically people think, oh, terrible team, terrible franchise, blah, 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 blah. But they were a 9th-ranked defense, and they made the playoffs that year. They were 9th-ranked defense in the league or something like that, top 10 ranked defense. That might have been the year that they were first in defense, if I'm not mistaken. So,
damn.
Yeah, they were first in defense. However, the players that they were playing offensively, 2009, 2010 Charlotte Bobcats. The players that they played offensively speaking, though, were not good offensive players. Starting lineups are main lineups of Boris Diaw, Raymond Felton, Steven Jackson, Nazir Muhammad, Gerald Wallace.
Steven Jackson and Gerald Wallace were the best 2 players. I remember those Bobcats teams. That was the fun years growing up.
No shooting, none of that stuff. And then I looked up
at the rim.
Everything is at the rim, layups, all that stuff. 76ers, I think not of that era, but of maybe
like the 2011 one, the Drew Holiday one, when
there was one where they ran like 3 or 4 forwards at the same time. It might have been 2010, 2011. I think 2010, 2011. I'm looking at it right now. They ended up 7th in defense, and this is what people want: 7th in defense, really scrappy bunch. But they played Elton Brand, Spencer Hawes, Iguodala, Jody Meeks, and Drew Holiday. There's another year in here where they play like 4 forwards at the same time. I think this is it. They're 3rd in defense. But so I say all that to say, if you were to play a lineup like that today, they might be better defenders, especially for a smaller spaced court. But on the offensive end, if they can't give you enough offense, because that's a team that can't give you enough offense. That's a team, they ended up being 20th in offense. They were 3rd in defense, the 11-12 Sixers. If they can't hit threes with you, then it's not going to even out. I want to know, because we're here, people are talking about we need to get a rule change in here. We'll talk about the old men yelling that there's no defense anymore. What is a rule change that would solve this issue? The no defense issue.
As the person that brought up a potential rule change, I'm not necessarily advocating for it. I've just grown to say, man, look, y'all gonna have to get used to these rule books and record books in football, basketball. I don't know how other sports are doing, but nowadays, man, just let the old records be the old records. Maybe get a new book, a post 2010 book or some shit, because I don't know what rule you'll have that will take away the 3
They say
ball.
hand checking. They say hand checking.
Hand checking ain't going. Hand checking is not going to stop these dudes. The idea of having a 5 out is something that like the hand checking era didn't even necessarily have to deal with. Yes, you're going to name the one team that might have done it. Cool. Majority of the league does that 10 times better. Hand checking is not going to solo squad the Kyrie, Luka, Dallas Mavericks. I'm just naming a random team. Hand checking isn't going to solo the way that a lot of people think it is. I don't know what the fuck the rule is, but the rule would have to be something that would hinder. I remember somebody back then, and I thought it was goofy. But if we're looking for the cut down scoring, somebody said a while ago, forgot who it was on TV, to take away the corner 3. Because you take away the corner 3, now the spacing is a little bit more condensed. It's at the top of the key-ish. As a result, defenders don't have to go that far from the paint. So maybe that's something. I know that sounds gross, but again, I don't have one right now.
I would say one that would contribute would getting rid of 5 seconds back to the basket. Like, imagine if you were like Embiid and Jokic were incentivized to just back you down as long as they can until they get a bucket like that. That will definitely slow down the pace. Yeah.
But is that conducive of like a great offense? Because at the end of the day, if it ends up being in probably a harder to more wear and tear on Embiid, who we just talked about his knees, Jokic banging for 5 seconds back to back to back. Like I don't know if that's.
I don't think there's one rule where you're just, all right, if you change this, boom, everything's solved. I think it would have to be like a set of rules that would have to come in, like 4 or 5 different rules. Now, what those rules are, I can't think of off the top of my head, but they would just have to come up with what the objective is of this new NBA and which rules they can make and get rid of to like accompany that new movement and incentivize it.
So producer Cruz wants us to know that the death of defense has always been something they've talked about. They've always talked about it.
25-year-old Will Chamberlain transplanted into today's NBA. What do you do? Well, the 25-year-old Will Chamberlain transplanted into today's NBA. What do you do?
Well,
you can take Russell with you.
It's simple for me. It may be a little different for Russ, but simple for me. I think it'd be as easy for Russ. You see, with the new rules, which are all slant to help the offense. Now, when I get the ball, instead of having 2 and 3 people and Russ all at me at the same time, I'm by myself with one guy. I would love it. 50 points, maybe 60 points, maybe 70 points a game. Because I have nobody. Wait a minute. Well, you asked me a question, right?
70 a game.
Well, you know, the last 10 games, I was talking to Russ about the last 10 games of my 61-62 season, right before I scored 100 points, I averaged about 71 points a game.
Yeah, you were on a rampage.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, but it's easier now. I was too fast. I was too strong. One guy is not going to take me down in that particular way. The best basketball athletes I've ever seen played in the 50s and 60s.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You take the best of your Celtic teams. Now, you got 11 champions to pick and 8 in a row, as I remember in one stretch. The best of your Celtic teams against the best teams of the last 5-6 years. And let me know what you think the outcome would be.
Would have still won 11 championships. I haven't seen a team in the last 10 years or 15 years that could beat us.
The best of your Celtic teams.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at them for saying that. I say that.
I'm about to say, are they gonna cook me? Come on, man.
When was that?
Big Bill.
When was this? This had to be like in the 80s, 90s when this took place, right?
I think I've seen that interview. It's like the mid.
Nah, that look like early 2000s based on them.
No, Will. I'm gonna say Will died before the 2000s, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I think that's mid 90s when like Shaq was really a conversation in the league. So they were they were interviewing like Will and Bill talking about like how would you guard like Hakeem and Shaq like if they played in your era. I think I remember that interview.
There was also a WNBA 97.
Early 2000s, 97. Wish me, man.
2017, 2020s.
That's 2 totally different eras. Mid-90s and the
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
All right.
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Well, Bill basically went all at MJ. Pretty much. He said for the past
2 Rockets
years, 2 Rockets teams, all of
Pistons
MJ,
teams.
Pistons, and what is that?
1 Laker team.
Yeah, 1 Laker team or something like that. Now, you knew he couldn't beat them early Lakers and them Celtics. Hey. You couldn't fuck with Bird. But so my thought process here when I hear this is that I whether I agree with them or not, because I still feel like Bill Russell will be dominating. I think what they're essentially saying is like the game of basketball, the thing that you want to do, at least from my perspective, is one-on-one isolate with a mismatch. That's our best way to score in basketball. Like, you know, there's free like transition buckets and all that stuff like that, wide open shots. Outside of wide open shots, the thing that you want to do is get a one-on-one isolation opportunity with a mismatch. And they're saying in their era, it was definitely more crowded. They didn't get that opportunity. But then in the 90s and stuff like that, when they introduced rules where, okay, you know, there is illegal defense. People can't be around you and just showing and all this other stuff like that. They either got to commit to the double or they got to, you know what I'm saying? They got to stay with their man. Then you would be able to score easier. And I think that's where we're getting to today. The counter to the whole 90s thing was, all right, we're going to introduce some zone. We got to clear this up a little bit, blah, 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 blah. And now the fix is, all right, well, we're going to make zone obsolete in the NBA. We're going to make one pass away hedging obsolete in the NBA. We're going to make showing obsolete in the NBA. You're either going to stay with your man in this corner, or I'm going to make you pay by kicking it to the corner and he's going to hit the 3. Or if you help one pass away at the top, I'm going to kick it here and you're going to have to die by this 3. Or you can watch me isolate on this guy after we set 3 screens to get a smaller guy on me. And that's where we are today. So it's not, I do think that it's less defense, but that's just because the offense has become so much more optimized.
Yeah.
They can get more isolations at this point.
I also think players, I'm going back to the players got better point, because it's not a coincidence that every era says they would cook in a future era. It's not all old niggas just being cocky and shit. Well, no, let me take that back, because ultimately we're looking at Wilt Chamberlain and we say he played against plumbers, literal plumbers and shit. So he was talking about he's like the fastest, tallest, strongest dude. Yeah. And then, like, and granted, they're not Wilt Chamberlains, but you know, there's a lot of other people that got cloned in the 90s that we like, but that motherfucker in the 60s, he's probably not averaging, maybe average 45. So you feel me? So like, I think again, these players are just getting better at an alarming rate, and every generation is always going to feel like, damn, I mean, I would just cook too. I would cook too. We always talk about what if Curry grew up in the fucking 90s and result to how truly skilled would he be with the 3-ball, how truly skilled would he be with his handle and shit like that. But you got to think a motherfucker like Jerry West, for example, like, damn, if I was born in 2000, I'm just shit, height 6'1", weight 140. Like he probably thinking that he's cooking. So I'm always gonna say that player evolution is probably the number one, because it's just the humane thing to do. Track stars are dusting old track stars. Motherfucking WNBA is like, wallahi.
That's not true.
Huh?
Right.
Track stars are smoking niggas now. I thought that was definitely.
It depends. It depends on the event, but it's still a lot of track and field events, like records that are still held from way back when.
There was a thing talking about how faster people are in track nowadays.
It might be for that event. It might be for a specific event, like for the 100-meter dash. Niggas are astronomically better. But certain events, it's still like older niggas holding the records.
Jesse Owens still holds a lot of records. What's her name? FloJo from the 90s on the women's side still holds a lot of records.
I'm 90% sure, but I'll look things
now
up.
There have been some broken by Usain Bolt, but like I'm looking at Olympic game records right now. 2021 is the 100 meters. This is on the women's side. But if we go to 200, it's 98, 96, 80. There's a 2021, 88, 2016. It's mixed in there, but there's a lot of track records that still hold from later years. Now we can talk about roids.
I'm about to say, yeah, I see a lot of 2020s on the list that I'm on. I just searched up world records.
Are you on men?
Yeah, I'm on men. I see yeah, like when you keep scrolling, you'll see 2023, 2022, 2022.
What's the record for?
Why niggas go crazy in 09? 2020, 2020, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023.
Yeah. But wait, what are the records though? Like what are you like? What event is it?
I mean, the point was they're evolving in track, but sure. Again, 1500 meter, 2000 meter, 3000 meter, 10,000 meters, 1 hour, whatever the hell that is. 60 meter hurdle, 3,000 meters steeplechase. Okay, what the fuck is that? 400 meter hurdle, pole vault, shot put, mile road, yeah, marathon, half marathon. Everything I just named was passed in 2020. Yeah, I know I'm not drunk for that. Maybe I don't have I don't watch fucking track and field all the time. But I just heard that.
It really depends on what you're talking about. So I'll say what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about Olympic world records or Olympic records and even world records, on the women's side, a lot of them are still held by women pre-1990 or some stuff like that. And I'm looking at them. There are some that are sprinkled in with like Jamaica's Renaissance through there, but it's not like that. And then also on the men's side, a lot of these are Jamaican held records, and even then some of the distance ones are more recent. But when you say when you said it, I'm thinking like they've broken them in the last this last year, these past 2 years or whatever. Usain Bolt stuff and a lot of Jamaica stuff is held since like 08, 09. But we don't have the semantics. I get what you're saying. Sports.
Yeah, I guess I'm whatever. It's not even the main point of the subject.
Yeah, I feel like one of the solutions would be the defense is getting better too, because I do agree with Omar to a certain degree. Like a lot of offenses right now is just mismatch hunting. Because even when I was watching the Laker game against the Warriors, bro, Curry was looking for that AD switch, dog. He was looking for that AD switch and just killing AD. But if y'all feel like we get to a point where the defense can just switch everything and there like are barely any mismatches on the court, like there would be like a counterbalance to the offensive movement.
So
yeah, we're getting towards that now. If you're starting to look around a lot of these teams, a lot of teams are prioritizing length on the basketball court.
Yeah.
If you got a nigga that's 6'3", 6'2" at guard, he is a scrappy defender for a lot of these guys on the defensive team. Other than that, you have length out there. If you look at some of the top defenses, they prioritize themselves on length. Like that, pause, but that's the only counterbalance to it.
I don't know. I'm interested as to why the old dudes keep hating on it. And I feel like it's kind of dick suck because Stephen A. Smith did this whole rant. I don't know if this will show the right way. Oh wait, I think I hit the wrong thing. Stephen A. Smith did this whole rant when Luka to share tab. What are we doing? To share audio, share tab instead. Oh, I guess I got to do it this way. So Stephen A. Smith went on this whole rant when Luka went on his scoring rampage, his setup.
In all seriousness, guys, Mike, let's not go overboard with this. The fans want this? No, the league wanted it. The league wanted it. They say it's because of the fans. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying the fans don't want guys getting mugged and no fouls getting called.
Right, okay.
But the fans didn't want what we saw last night in Atlanta. Did you see that?
Are you
I mean,
sure?
that was a layup. That was just, listen, that was a
It was like the All-Star game.
The Atlanta Hawks, no wonder why y'all stink. Did you see how they played defense last night? I mean, this is not Joel Embiid who played Billy Ball because you know what, you have a thin Victor Wembanyama on you. We understand that. We expect that. This is not a situation where Karl Anthony Towns dropped 58 in the first 3 quarters and then disappeared with an APB out for him in the 4th quarter and all of this other stuff. But the 58 points he scored in those first 3 quarters, a lot of those points, he was being challenged. This is not that. What transpired last night in Atlanta was disgraceful. It made me feel like let's just go out and get somebody that don't want. You don't have to play defense. All you got to do is play offense. You don't have to play defense. That's what the hell took place in Atlanta last night. There's a difference. Don't tell me anybody wants that. No, you don't want to change it and go back to old times. But in the same breath, you don't mean for it to resemble the first 3 quarters at NBA All-Star Weekend.
Now, let's compare what happened that night versus some Kobe footage.
Oh, I forgot to watch that. Yeah, I forgot to watch that today. I watched the Luka game. Like a lot of it was tough buckets. There were some easy ones,
They
but
literally nitpick. They'll nitpick a possession or two where Luka had a probably clear run at the rim or he had an open lane, but they'll nitpick those 2 plays versus the whole game.
Okay.
Oh, bucket.
Was Kobe?
Shit. Oh man. Huss. Oh yeah, move, nigga.
That's tough. And one.
Watching the greatest of all time. Don't worry about
we're
that.
watching Kobe's highlights.
And one.
For the audio listeners, we are analyzing Kobe's 60-something versus the Portland Trailblazers. The one
when he scored. Oh my God.
These are tough buckets though.
Bucket and one. Come on, man. Hand down, man down, and I don't care if your hand was up. It's still going in the net. Me. Wrong with you?
Are these tough buckets or just bad shots? I don't.
Stop.
Bad shots are tough buckets.
And one. Kobe.
Okay.
God, that guy's fantastic.
Now we have to watch, our guy, friend of the show, family of the show, Luka Doncic.
112 to Golden State.
All right, we don't hear that. All right. Okay.
Layup line.
Okay, layup guy.
On with the crab dribble. Okay.
Shit.
Crabs him, gets an open space. I mean, that's just skill. You can't say that's bad defense.
You just fucked him up.
Come off the screen. I got a mismatch. Step back. Easy. Here we go.
You're weak.
I can't say that's not a tough bucket. I can't say that's no defense being played. Shout out Dante Exum.
Hey, I ain't gonna sit
pick
here
and pop.
dog.
That's a pick and pipe. That pipe. Whoa. Pick and pop.
That's
a good move. He made it tougher, but that was a good move. Like
you fucked him up. And one.
The big didn't switch over in time. He was ghost hedging. That's a made up term.
Ghost.
Casper hedging.
Okay.
Ghost head. Hey, that's where y'all
I got
lose
some
me.
myself. I'm like, damn, I really don't know about basketball.
That's where y'all lose me in these NBA debates, man.
Oh my god, bro!
When hit the ghost hedge, did he hit the mushroom drive or
You know what's
not?
crazy? And that's why I knew I couldn't commentate. That's why I knew I couldn't commentate basketball because I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing. That was a ghost hedge. Just ghost hedging right there. That's not a word. That's not.
It's crazy.
So I mean, hedging.
How do y'all feel about the Kobe bucket versus the Luka
Kobe
bucket?
earned him in a man's era. Luka got him in a little boy's era, but Luka is my glorious king.
I'm not gonna lie, the ones we saw from Kobe, just the ones we saw, a lot of those are tough buckets. I didn't see a single layup line ass bucket. So pull up the 81, man. Pull up the 81.
The narrative is continuing.
Pull up the 81. Dog, I think if you romanticize that time period, I guess, then of course you'll remember all these buckets being tough. And again, I'm not gonna lie, it is tougher when Kobe drives to get closer to the paint and there's three people there because they're running a lineup of fucking Devin Eubanks, I don't know, Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum or something. I'm just throwing out names at this point.
Three big, essentially a center and two power forwards. Like, yeah, it's times were different. Like, and again, that's why I said we're admiring the shots Kobe taking. Are these tough buckets or bad shots? I feel like there's a difference. And Kobe, and listen, I'm a Laker fan. I grew up a Laker fan. I'm in no disrespect to the King, the Mamba, but me growing up, I used to watch the Lakers thinking, yo, this nigga takes a lot of bad fucking shots. Like he has that Jordan mentality of I'm gonna put this ball in the bucket. And I get it. It's fun to say, oh, bad shots are good shots when you're the Mamba. Hey, if you're the king of making bad shots, are they bad shots? I heard it all and I use it all. Trust me, I know. But being realistic, I can't sit there and give you credit. I can't give you credit for making bad shots.
I can. All shots, good shots. Keep shooting.
Ime played 40 minutes that game too. I ain't gonna lie. Ime got dicked. That Kobe game
got all them points.
Yeah,
got all them points.
Ooh, damn. Ime Odika. But I want y'all to know the Lakers literally ran Lamar Odom, Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Sasha Vujicic, and Kobe Bryant.
Man, y'all sit here and tell me that he couldn't got 6, man. Go fuck yourselves. Damn, man, they hold that nigga.
Ime
Odika. Let me play this ball don't stop video for one and only so we can.
I don't even think we need it at this point.
I want to see what he say.
Okay.
I love the NBA. I love basketball. I love where the game is at talent-wise. These players are incredible. However, there's two things that are really hurting the NBA product right now. The ratings are showing it. The fan reaction is showing it. And the everyday casual watcher, not the trolls in the bottom of these comments, we're scared to show their face. I'm talking about the everyday, here and there watcher, right? The old school basketball fan, they've tuned out in a way. And I'll tell you why. The biggest thing, analytics. These geeks came in 2015, they did some revolutionary thing when they said threes are worth more than twos. When the game got obsessed and these front offices got obsessed with spacing the floor, it took away.
He started winning.
And the other thing is the rules. The rules are completely pussified. It's so soft and loosened up. Offensive players are at full power, right? That's why the 70s, 80s are going to keep happening. These guys are too good to where if you space them out, put them on an island through the analytics, then the fucking defensive player can't even touch them. You can't get in their shit, wearing them down for the course of a game. You can't even guide them, right? There's a no-touch rule. So that, and then look what happened, right? You lost, with all this that has happened, you've lost a low post game for the first time in the history of the game. There's no real low post players outside of 3 or 4 guys. The mid-range game is reserved for superstars because that's what the data says is right.
Are those bad things? But never mind.
There's no half-court execution of running sets, in the mid-range for post players. It's all to get open 3, right? On top of that, you lost the night-to-night possession-to-possession intensity because defensive players are disabled.
Buy merch is crazy.
I love the NBA.
Wait. Long live the MIDI.
Why I envisioned
Dude.
him. No.
If you look at his tweets, bro, all of them is just blaming everything on the nerds, bro. Like every take is just trying to get it off on the nerds, man. The nerds ruined everything, man.
Thought he was a nigga.
No.
Not.
All I can say though is like, I don't, and this is why I don't think it makes a lot of sense to me. in theory, if you were coaching a basketball team, wouldn't you want to put them and the best players in the best positions to succeed and to score?
No hold back.
Would you want to put, again, pull any random NBA team from the mid 2000s? I'm looking at the 2007s right now. Somebody throw out an NBA team, please. Just throw out an NBA team.
Wizards.
The Suns.
Sure, we'll do the Wizards because that's the first one I heard. 2007 Wizards roster. We'll go 06, 07.
Yes.
I'm looking at a roster, a most played minutes lineup. Gilbert Arenas, Caron Butler, Brendan Haywood, Antoine Jameson, Deshaun Stevenson. Now, they ended up 28th in defense and 4th in offense. So this should be a
That's actually decent spacing.
41 for, yeah, this should be a decently
That was an
spaced
offensive team, yeah.
This should be a great offensive team. Gil shot 42% from the field, 35 from 3. Caron shot 46 from the field, 25 from 3. Antoine shot 45, 36 from 3. He's a good shooter.
Sniper.
Deshaun Stevenson shot 40% from 3, but he really didn't take them. 46 from the field. I said Brendan Haywood, that was their center. And then if I look at the rest of the guys on this team, the Eton Thomas, the Javaris Hayes, the Antonio Daniels, the Michael Ruffins, the Calvin Booths, the Roger Masons, these are not guys that can stretch the floor. So this is just going to make it harder for a guy like Gil to get off if every time he is looking forward, he sees this. He sees bodies in front of him. Not the guy defending him, but other bodies in front of him. Why would you ever want to do that? This nigga ball don't stop. If he was running a team, he would legitimately say, oh, you know what, we need to get some post players with James Harden on the team. We need to get some post players for whatever reason. Does that make sense?
No.
It doesn't make sense. And it's funny to me when he talks about, the analytics are showing it now, the numbers are showing it now. Real hoop fans, the lovers of the old game are tuning out. It's been like that forever. Every era, the previous era says they tuned out. Case in point, I remember, God rest him, my grandfather 10, 15 years ago was telling me how this game just ain't the game I love. This game ain't real no more. This game is soft. And he's talking about the era the ball don't stop. He's talking about real hoop fans love. Like 10, 15 years ago, old heads who grew up on 70s, 80s basketball, live and breathe by that, they were saying the game sucked then. They were saying the game sucked in the late 2000s. Like that, it's always been in the 90s. You just heard it. Well, Bill Russell felt like he would have won 16 rings in this era. Like, me and my teams would have ran through. The best athletes I've seen were in the 50s and 60s. That came out his mouth in the 90s. The best athletes I played, the best athletes I've ever seen in this game were in the 50s and 60s. There is not going to be a time where the older generation is looking at the new product and saying, hey, man, this is the truth. This is peak basketball. No, it's always going to be something they disagree with.
The nostalgia is the strongest drug of all time, and it got proven yesterday when we're watching Chiefs Ravens. And I shit you not, TSO, if I'm lying, call me out. A nigga randomly goes, man, I miss them Alex Smith Chiefs. And then I literally pause the game, and you're going to think I'm lying. I paused the game. I said, no. See, I get it, all right? Nobody's life right now is peak. Everybody's happier a couple years ago. Yo, the Alex Smith Chiefs? Dog, you just want to be in the past. You just want to go back in time. What are we doing? So at the end of the day, I don't know how, when, or why, but nostalgia is the strongest drug, and that's just another example of it. Damo hit it on the money.
Niggas love Jamal Charles.
Bruh, so bad. So, remember that game where he had 5 touchdowns? All right, bro.
Luka about to drop 40 again.
Yeah. Niggas looking at Patrick Mahomes on the field talking about, damn, I miss Alex Smith.
It's the good old days of mid.
Oh my God.
And mind you, this is them with their nostalgia talking. I want a league where dudes care this much.
Yay. But when Pat Bev does it, it's a meme. Pat Bev literally did that.
Beating the team that traded him and got rid of him in the play to get to the playoffs is crying on the stanchion. This nigga thought he won the chip. What is this? The fuck is he crying for? Like, all right, bro.
I feel like people would literally hate KG in today's era. For real.
They would. Niggas, they would hate KG in today's era. You want to know why? Because they hate Dylan Brooks. If you niggas hate Dylan Brooks and Draymond, what the fuck would make you like KG? Like, KG hit niggas in the nuts. Like, I want to let that go. Like, niggas get on Draymond for kicking niggas. KG hit Channing Frye in the nuts, and Channing Frye ran up on him, and KG just...
Yeah, man.
Like, they would hate KG now.
Yeah, man. Y'all like the too cool for school guys, man. Y'all like the opium guys, man. That's why SGA's, you know what I'm saying? Killing the game right now. That's y'all vibe, man.
Opium guys, what?
Yeah, man.
Nah, we're Ja fans. I don't know what he's talking about.
Euphoria reference? What?
That's what they call. That's what they call Shane, man. He's an opium guy, man.
Should I watch Euphoria or The Boys?
The Boys.
The Avatar shit came out.
The Boys.
You're not gonna
The
watch
what?
the Avatar series? The Avatar series came out. The live action Avatar.
Oh
When?
shit.
They said it came. I thought it just came out.
Oh.
Oh shit.
I've been watching Percy Jackson, man.
Now,
What's wrong with that?
I
Damn.
watched look. That's the one thing, the one series where I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna read the book. I'm a read the book guy. But
Percy Jackson?
yeah, swear to God, I read the books.
Yeah, I swear to God, bro. I've read the books. I don't remember anything going on from the TV show.
Not too much. Not too much. Some books.
Except for Medusa and the casino.
You
I don't know about Percy, but
You don't even remember Kranos? That nigga was hit. Oh.
I was on a big what you call it? I was in Omar Space Jam talking about movies, and I realized I don't watch the movies for real. So I went back and was trying to watch some stuff. Seen Dumb Money. I don't know if niggas watch Dumb Money. Dumb Money was really fucking good. I liked it. Yeah.
Nah, I'm the worst movie guy on here. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all might even revoke the black card. How many movies I can't tell you what happened. Andor didn't see it all. I'm the worst movie.
I ain't gonna lie. I have an extreme bias. I started looking at niggas differently once I found out you ain't seen like the classics. Then I just start judging mentally.
Bruh, I don't know what it was. I was like a cartoon fucking sitcom ass turn on Nick or Disney and chill with motherfucking kid. I wasn't let's go to the movie theaters or watch the Comedy Central ass. You feel me? Like I watched South Park real late. You feel me? Like I didn't even know what a robot chicken was, so I wasn't catching no movies if I weren't catching them shits.
The only time I really went to theaters regularly was for the big Marvel release, man. Everything else was a TV show, anime, YouTube.
Y'all are missing out. Movies are
No. I'm
catching up. I'm trying to catch up.
I ain't even going front, but like I know I'm some shit because the only movies I be catching is like the nerdy shit, the Marvel. I ain't gonna lie, I just don't be watching DC. I don't know why. I'm a hater.
What if you was in Africa? What is that? You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, that's B-Soul's yawns. That'll do it for us.
My bad, Joe.
No, that'll do it for us.
You good. That shit smacked the fuck out of me at the 2 hour mark. I ain't gonna lie.
Good pod today, gentlemen. Sage, say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, Lamar, we'll see you next time. Nah. All right, people. Look, man. I had fun today. I got a little delirious near the end, so pardon me if my quality content wasn't cooking. But hey, follow the Takiana, man. We're uploading every day on TikTok. Why follow the TikTok? Because TSO needs new friends. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm seeing more first-time chatters in the stream, and I like it. The problem is, some of you mod niggas, y'all bullies. So some of you mod niggas, y'all delirious with power. So unban requests and the mod tryouts part 2 coming out in February. We're gonna do that. But most importantly, and you guys start your outro. I got one final surprise for the TSO verse. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, okay. B-Souls, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. We're watching Madam Web actually that night. Madam Web releases that night. We're gonna go to the theaters.
Okay.
And then the day after, we're actually going on a flight to LA for a couple of days. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Visiting family. Gonna go to Disneyland, Universal, Spotify Studios. Come on, man.
Okay. Well, say goodbye to the people while you at it, man.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Same thing with Sage. Follow the talk, man. I'm uploading like 3-4 times a day. Like for real. I'm on the grind, man. Shout out to the first time chatters.
Type shit. Damo, what are you doing Valentine's Day? As you say goodbye.
What you call it? I am doing a sip and paint with the girl. Gonna sip and paint. Again, we did that before. But we're gonna do it again. Do a little more painting. Get my Picasso skills right. That probably catch a movie. Try to find something we both like, and that's really it. I'm not a big Valentine's Day guy.
Madam Web.
I'm not going to see Madam Web. See that at home. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
Sweeney's in them.
And for my outro. All right, Chaz, be your mom favorite midnight snack, and we will be back tomorrow. Hey man, got the adapter finally, so you can see this glorious mug while we're gaming. Finally,
yes, sir.
We'll finally pick up on we'll start the Madden League. I'm officially starting the Madden League. We're gonna do the LKIB Madden League. We're gonna do season 4 of the LKIB 2K League. I'm gonna set up the card for UFC shit, and we're gonna get some YouTube reactions, bro. We're gonna react to a couple things as well. Tomorrow should be a good stream. I'm gonna try to practice streaming longer. That's my next goal. I feel like consistency has been better. Last week was kind of an outlier because of the internet, but for the most part, consistency has been better. Now it's about length. So try to stream a little bit longer, get in that habit of crossing a couple thresholds. It's gonna be a fun this couple of months.
Do you just get tired like easy after like an hour, or you just not used to streaming?
I'm not used to streaming long. I stick to an hour 30 because typically the days I chose to stream, which I'm probably gonna change now so I can stream longer. I'm just doing a fucking lot, you know. For me, my solo stream is in the middle of either the after the pod, well, in between the pod and PC, or after doing PC or whatever. But with my new obligations on PC, not having to be on there as long, got more time to stream for myself. So.
You gotta get to that 4 or 5 hour mark, man. That's a sweet spot for real.
What? So this nigga's tripping. I was trying to get to like 3.5. If
so
that.
Am I tripping? Ain't the 4 or 5 hour mark? That's the sweet spot.
Truthfully, you want me to lie to you, nigga? I mean,
should be longer to be honest.
Yeah,
7.
I don't hit the end.
Those are the best streams. Like
I'm the hypocrite of the pod. I don't end stream. I just be sobbing.
Shit, I'm a hypocrite for recommending that.
I'm a hypocrite. I'll be like, yeah, man, you only need to stream for 2 hours, get in and get out. Then me, 12-hour stream, 11-hour, 10, whatever. Fuck, it depends what I got free time for.
If you have 2 hours of content, stream for 2 hours. Don't try to make 2 hours 10 hours just to make it 10 hours.
I don't.
I don't.
You got 7 hours of content. Yeah.
I'm still trying to break that mindset of whatever I do is genuinely content for people. I'm still stuck in the mindset of I need to be doing something entertaining or I deem entertaining. And I'm still coming from the point of view of I'm trying to do shit that I will watch and shit that I like. And if I don't like it or if I don't find it acceptable, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to force it. I'm just not going to do it. And I got to get out that road. I'm about to start forcing shit. No cap.
Gaming really does carry though, for real.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's another thing too. Bezos is talking about 5 hours, but how many hours of it is playing games?
2.5.
Yeah, and Sage will watch like.
Sage will be watching shit. That's my thing. I'm about to start. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to start ripping off you niggas. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to start watching shit. I'm about to start. I knew girl. My girl looked at me. She was like, "You should probably start trying to do like them subathon things." I'm like, "You want me to stream them long?" Bet. Say less. That's all I needed.
That nigga Bezos did the poll shit for all of 10 minutes and lost his mind. Hey man.
Yeah.
I tell you, I seen that nigga. He said, wait, so Sage repolls this every time? Chat. Yeah. So yeah, no.
I can't do this.
Oh yeah, nah. Man, let me go on while we talking about streams and shit, man. Let me go ahead and announce niggas is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Wii, man. We got the motherfucking Wii.
Okay.
We got the Wii, nigga. We got the Michael Jackson stream on the way. Just Dance, maybe. I don't know. Super Smash Brawl. I don't know. All that extra shit, man. The Wii stream is gonna be a classic, man. I gotta hook this bitch up. I'm gonna spend the whole tomorrow trying to do it. I'm either going live around 7 or we going live the day after that. But we gonna have fun with this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. We gonna have fun with this motherfucker. I gotta put the green screen in the back of the room so y'all can see me. This is gonna be hell. But appreciate the 5K. Took a while to find like a non-scam price one. But yeah.
Very less. And I will see you guys sometime this week coming out of sickness.
Bakugan.
I'm gonna do my best Joel Embiid impression. Taking this slow. But until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.